Shopping.
So, how is everyone? Guess what? Y'all get to decide on what drink I get to drink first. Because, story time. I ordered some stuff to, because I usually like to order and get my stuff at the stream. And I got myself a lavender chai latte and a smoothie juice, because just nice to have a juice. And a chorizo wrap, right? But I got my order. My order came up to like $20 or something like that, Pretty good, right? I got my order, and my receipt says steak plus egg wrap, a tea with almond and soy milk and chamomile tea, a Korean beef sandwich, ginger latte, eggnog latte, very lightly sweetened, maybe one-third of the amount of sugar syrup. This order went up to $40. Now, there is a good side note, though. Turned out I did not get the steak and egg wrap. I got my chorizo wrap, damn it. It was delicious. The Korean beef, I'm just gonna keep for after the stream because, good sandwich. So, everyone, you get to decide what drink I get to drink because, unfortunately, one of these is gonna end up down the drain no matter what because that's a lot of coffee. And, this is my allotted coffee of the week. I'm trying to just drink like coffee at least once a week because I overdid it. And I gave myself a little scare thinking like my one backache that I had was a kidney stone. It wasn't. But, you can get paranoid, right? Yeah. So, which one should I drink? The tea, the ginger latte, or the eggnog latte? You know what? Chat, we're going to make a poll. Let's make a poll. What should Edgey drink first? Soy, almond, chamomile, tea, gingerbread latte, eggnog latte. And I will allow channel points, but not too many though, because you gotta save those for voting. And this is only gonna be a 2-minute poll. So pick my drink, damn it. Poll is up, let's go. Oh my god. So yeah, I got double the amount of stuff. I mean, cool, but whoever Stephanie S is, I am so sorry. Because this is obviously an order for multiple people. Well, driver messed up. Not my problem. I mean, granted, I would have gotten the steak wrap, but I mean, I've had their steak wrap before, and they're very good. So that would be something I wouldn't even bitch about, to be honest with you. So yeah, that's my Edgey adventure for today. I supported local. I got more than I bargained for. Thank goodness I tipped the store though, because I know like the person, well, you know what? If the person's smart enough who got my order, they'll check the receipt and see the wrong name on it. So, we got that. And we know that the driver fucked up. I even called the driver and she was just like, oops, oh well. La-di-da. No name woman, thank you for the $1 dono. You won the lottery, my friend. Oh my god, I haven't even checked my lottery tickets. I hope I won. Come on, Ultimax. That is $43 million not taxed. I mean, honestly, if I won that, I would just, get the house I always wanted and just do streaming and art full time. Because then I finally got the budget to do it. Alright, well, it looks like it's a tie, so I have to double fist the gingerbread latte and the egg latte. Thanks, guys. I know the smallest one is the chamomile. No, the smallest one's the chamomile, but I don't know which one is the ginger or the eggnog latte. So I'm just gonna reach in the bag and just go like back and forth, wave my hand around, and then I'll figure out which one it is. Alright. Okay, who's the winner chicken dinner? Gingerbread latte. Alright, let's smell it. It smells like a gingerbread cookie. That's pretty amazing. Ooh. Ooh, that is good. Dave, I'll drink the eggnog latte. You know what? Because I'm not gonna lie, one of these is gonna end up down the drain no matter what. I'm sad that my extra order happened this way. Let's take a sip of the eggnog latte. You know what? We're gonna do taste testing. How about that? Oh my god, yeah. Edgy, play the game. No, we taste test. Smells like coffee. It doesn't taste like the eggnog lattes I've had at Starbucks, but that's also overly sweetened. And I know the person who requested this wanted a third of the sugar. Gotta remember that. Oh, okay, no, I got a bit of the eggnog there now. I'm just, you know what? I'm kind of glad gingerbread latte won in the first draw, though. Because TMI, eggnog makes me fart so hard that when I go get groceries later, ripping pepperoni everyone on the bus. So you know what? It's good that we got the gingerbread one. Let's start the story mode. Okay, you know what? Just to be fair, let's try out this weird chamomile milk concoction. I'm not excited about it because I don't like milk at all in my chamomile. Because, like, what the hell? That's blasphemy. Oh, God, it looks like coon. That's a big nope for me. Oh, wait. No, hold on. Hold on. Oh, you know what? Even though I still think milk with chamomile is, blasphemy, that wasn't bad. That actually wasn't bad. Alright, so I got 3 drinks I'm gonna just probably randomly drink. Let's go! Okay, chapter 1. Enough talking about friggin' mistake orders Uber made.
The death of everything, but also the beginning.
Everyone remember that piece of shit?
People have filled the world, yet turned it into a void. The only hope of salvation lies in ruin.
Did you work in a zoo? Because that's one huge pile of shit you're pushing around. So, how'd that turn out for you, Dad? It doesn't matter now that you're dead as a doornail, does it? You wanted the world destroyed, huh? Isn't that right, you worthless pest? Fine, I'll do it. This shitty world with its shitty people and shitty lives will disappear, and I'll be the only thing left. After all, if the Father's fallen into darkness, then the sun must rise. Just kidding.
Remember, he also inherited the terrible puns. Rippin' Pepperoni Show.
What nonsense.
What?
These constructs can only remain active within my red fog. Even then, they can only do so for a limited amount of time. If you have time to waste with worthless sentiment, hurry up and complete your preparations.
Ha! You've got no sense of humor. Keep up your whining and I'll have to kill you too.
Such impudence.
Want to be the only person alive? Gets dull. Yeah, because eventually you run out of video games and there's no one else in the world to keep making them.
They're pretty well made. Fine, I've got the power I borrowed from you too. So now there's no way I could lose. Well then, time to make like a tree and turn over a new leaf or whatever.
Boo! If anyone has double toasted emotes, so every time a pun happens, please throw a Martin emote up.
A puppet version of a puppet. I'll make sure you get the job done this time.
Now let's begin. For the sake of his world.
But our waffle maker. Oh, it's all the evil ones. May 5th, afternoon. I am at the Shadow Operatives
I
lab.
finished going through Labrys's personality module and control links.
Fukasan's voice echoes through the machinery-lined room where she works as an operator. I'm pretty sure it's Labrys, so I'm going to try to do that accent. It seems it'll be a little more time until she finishes with her work.
I knew we could count on you.
I'm sorry that I asked you for such a big favor.
Oh no, I couldn't possibly stand by after something so important happened. But, is it really all right for me to be doing this? Aren't you all part of some kind of police organization now?
Oh, is she hacking? I love it.
There's no need to be concerned. Even now that we've become the Shadow Operatives, this lab belongs solely to the Kirijo group.
The Shadow Operatives. Special unit. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to do any voice until I know who's the narrator. A special unit until the direct supervision of the National Police Agency. Organized to deal with supernatural cases that the normal police would be unable to respond to. In other words, cases dealing with shadows. This is the one of the laboratories under the management of Shadow Operatives. The purpose of this place is mainly to analyze evidence gathered in shadow-related cases, analysis of shadow matters for scientific understanding, and planning operations. Another objective is maintenance, inspection, and service for anti-shadow weapons, such as myself. Since I'm a member of the Shadow Operatives, I'm classified as a weapon due to my mechanical nature. I'm periodically undergo maintenance at this facility. Directly after the inauguration of the Shadow Operatives, Mitsuru-san had a state-of-the-art packing case prepared to transport me. However, the one slumbering within the case is my... Oh, wait, Zygus. However, the one slumbering within the case is my sister, who is a new teammate, Labrys, 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon.
I finished investigating
The female
Labrys's
Marky
mobility
Mark. I know, I'm
systems.
trying.
All I have to do now
But then
is
it turned out it was
relax
Zygus, so
and
she was just
perform
making fun of
some
Labrys's
checks.
accent. It's fine.
Thank you. How is she?
She'd sustained some heavy structural damage, so I was worried, but thankfully none were critical.
Since my sister has been forced to push herself far beyond the limit during the events of the other day, her entire body had taken serious damage. I'm glad that she's okay. Fukasan's words caused me a sigh of relief.
I see. And what did you recover from her memory?
I'm sorry. I searched through it, but I found no records that would lead to finding the one behind what happened. If we want to pursue him any further, we'll have to wait for a report from intelligence. But it seems that will still take some time.
I see.
I see Mitsuru-san tighten her fist with a quiet utterance. The culprit is someone capable of manipulating the data in my sister's memory. The possibility that they would make the mistake of leaving a trace leading to themselves is extremely low. Even when one knows the outcome, people often feel indignant when the last bit of hope is crushed. It's understandable. Our ability is to find out who kidnapped my sister has been completely stymied.
Then we have no clues to go on.
Don't be so hasty. We might get new leads from intelligence, right?
Ever since that attempted airplane hijacking, we've learned that the Public Safety Division has been making some disquieting moves. If we don't make a move soon, there's no telling what they'll do to take advantage of the situation. We have to find a lead before they do anything.
Though Akihiko-san knows Mitsuru-san for a long time, Mitsuru-san's expression remains stiff as he tries to console her. But that's only natural. The Shadow Operatives are still in a delicate position with regards to where to stand within the national police organization. a seemingly suspicious group founded by an outsider and dealing with crimes outside the capabilities of normal police force, we often are met with cold stares from people who should be our fellow investigators when they're dispatched on cases. The logic of such action eludes me, but I cannot pretend that they do not exist.
I understand how you feel, Mitsuru-san, but we must solve one problem at a time. That is why we have gathered here today.
Gathered here today on this thing called life.
You're right. I'm sorry. Please
Got
work
Prince
with me
on the
here
mind.
in reviewing what information we already know.
Mitsuru-san implores us for assistance. Our gathering here at the lab today isn't just to hear about results of Fuka-san's test on my sister. We come to share and review the information we have, to inspect the clues as closely as possible, to get the culprit as quickly as possible.
The person behind this case first stole Labris, the 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon, while she was in transport.
Yes. The hijacking of the airplane you were on was a diversion used to conceal the theft of my sister, after which she was transported to Inaba.
Correct. The hijackers were subdued and captured, but we have reason to believe that their minds were under some kind of control.
Hey, DeReal McCoy! How you doing? Welcome to the Personas Arena Ultimax Story Mode, the P3 edition. For those who hijacked the airplane and transported the case had no memory of taking part in the crime. They do not recognize one another, had nothing in common, and were all ordinary citizens with no prior criminal records. They did, however, all claim their testimonies and they saw red eyes. Though their interrogations are still ongoing, it seems it won't be long before they're released. DeReal McCoy is a fellow juicy gangster, so I give lots of give some JoJo hearts in chat, everyone. Because all followers can do JoJo hearts. You don't have to be subscribed just for those. There you go. Your yo-yo hearts. With all these points taken into consideration, it becomes apparent that there's no ordinary crime. Hey, Tanya, what up? How you doing?
Turn Labris on and fiddle with her memory, and then he threw her into the TV world, right?
Where one's heart and memories manifest themselves. As a machine, Labris was able to control these memories in great detail.
Both Dave Chadwick and No Name Woman are my mod supremes. They got that band hammer.
In other words, the enemy used her in
Obviously, DeReal McCoy, you're cool. So don't worry about it. We cool. I don't go band crazy, don't worry.
Pursuit, we defeated her shadow and made indirect contact with the culprit.
Though sometimes we accidentally try to follow and we end up timing out to someone by accident, and we have to apologize the whole time that they're timed out. That happened once. I think it happened in Rageful Eric by accident.
That person
Oh yeah, those thought
goal
bots.
was to steal our personas by making us fight each other, which would weaken our hearts and turn our personas to shadows.
I have banned one person because Dave, it was before No Name Woman was my other mod, but Dave checked back to see what the person said, and it was like, oh yeah, that deserves that ban. I finally caught alive. No problem. Usually weekends, with the exception of if I'm visiting my family, I stream in the morning, actually.
Once he'd accomplished that, he would combine them all so we could have even more powerful shadows.
Hot single KOF daddies in your area? Click here. Have you seen the KOF dudes? Yo! Everyone falls silent. Mysterious person's motive was to gather and unify shadows. This is too similar to something that those of us gathered here will never forget.
Shuji Ikutsuki.
The culprit's speech pattern is consistent with Ikutsuki-san's mannerisms. His inability to use a persona matches him as well.
Hi, Fanto! You're the cutest little black kitty ever! I love you. Give plenty of head pats, please, Dave. Thank you.
But that's not possible.
That's right. We've confirmed Ikutsuki's death.
Or maybe there's someone out there besides Ikutsuki who still thinks the same way he did.
If so, then the world we strive for is still far away.
Mitsuru-san sounds as if she's in agony. Shuji Ikutsuki. This is some P3 spoilers. That's why I decided to tag spoilers in here. Because I realize we're going to be spoiling Persona 3 here. And then Persona 4 is going to get spoiled even more so in the next story mode section. So just heads up. Also, F in chat for Butterchuds, please. 3 years ago, he became fascinated with the fall and tried to bring the end of the world using shadows. To Mitsuru-san, he is the only adversary that robbed her of her precious father. Yeah, the dude also killed her dad. Hot dad.
When Labrys awakens, can you give her a summary of the case from 3 years ago?
Yeah, you know what? F in chat for hot dad as well.
I'd like her to know what went on while she was sealed.
I understand.
Can't you just stick that data into her memory?
If we did that, it would just become a piece of data to her. She needs to be told about it in order for her mind to understand what happened.
She's human through and through, huh?
Also, I noticed something when I was checking her memories. The makeup of Labrys's memory field is slightly different from Aigus's. Besides the memory area that she normally accesses, there seems to be a sub-network of some sort.
She has 2 memory networks?
I think it was probably used to incorporate the feedback from her sibling units, but I still don't know for sure.
Cool. They put in 2 extra hard drives just to keep the backup data. Smart.
That's why I believe it's safer to tell her in person.
All right. I'll let you tell her however you see fit. Regarding Yakutsuki, I'm pressuring staff to hurry and review the information, including the newly discovered quarantine server at Ergo Research.
Ooh.
We never knew about the server in question before now, because it had been cut off from the group's network. It most likely has information that normally would have never left Ergo Research, such as data on top-secret experiments.
Ikutsuki-san could be involved in this case. Mitsuru-san's worry and irritation may be because she senses the possibility. We can all understand the pain she must be in.
By the way, what was the logic behind that whole midnight channel thing?
It's still unknown, but we'll have to send people to Inaba again. We're going to hold a meeting at headquarters tomorrow to discuss countermeasures.
Ooh, I wonder who those people are going to be. Uh-oh, a Wooga alarm.
I've come up with a new recipe.
Person man, thank you for the 25 biddies. Hearts. Suddenly, the alarm has notified us that abnormalities go off and reverberate throughout the lab. Mitsuru-san quickly uses a nearby control panel to contact the staff within the facility. Bring.
What's going on?
The surveillance system detected a rise in shadow readings. It's currently stabilizing around a level 3 alert, located in that town of Inaba.
Damn.
What?
Looks like he's shown up already. That saves us the trouble of having to puzzle this out.
Yu-san and his friends are in danger. Mitsuru-san, please give the order to dispatch us.
All right, we'll leave at once. Yamagishi, leave Labrys to Kikuno and accompany us.
I understand. Well then, I leave the rest to you, Kikuno-san.
Understood. Lady Mitsuru, everyone, please be careful.
Kikuno looks like she would be like a good secret character that could whip everyone's asses. Just saying. One of Mitsuru-san's personal domestic assistants. Ooh! Does Mitsuru have a girlfriend? Or should I say, maids? Kikuno-san answers. Kikuno-san and Mitsuru-san have a stronger bond than that of any ordinary servant and master. She is another shadow operatives. They dating. Her words catch my attention for some reason. Inaba can't catch a break. Yeah, I know. Wait until we do the dance one story next. Well, not next. We're doing God of War next after we finish this one. This whole story mode, I should say, in this game. Be careful. Very trivial expression of concern for our safety. Brushing it off as common courtesy would be simple, but I feel that she may be sensing something unusual regarding the situation that awaits us. What could be causing this unease? Does Mitsuru-san know?
Oh, hold on, Aigus.
I am trying to decide on whether or not to look deeper into Mitsuru-san's state of mind. Fuka-san gets up from her operation seat and beckons me over.
What is it? If we can put Labrys aside for a moment, are you going to be alright without having any maintenance done on you, Aigus?
Oh. Hey, Rageful Eric, what up?
What do you mean?
Persona Party.
I read the documents on your new equipment. At first I assumed it was referring to that large gun, but it's actually, that true. There have been no tests confirming that it is capable of being used in an actual combat situation. But we face a powerful foe this time. Is it even possible? If even one thing were to go wrong.
Fukasan's face clouds as she looks at me. I can't be confident that I'll be alright, and I'm unable to tell her a pleasant lie to calm her down. In any case, I only pray the situation requires me to use my new equipment never arises. Both of us are tense as we prepare to depart.
Milady, a change of clothes has been laid out in your car.
I see. Thank you.
I've also prepared Akihiko-san's favorite protein drink, and Fuka-san has been preparing a playlist suitable for a road trip in her room.
Fuck yeah!
Huh?
That will be all, Kikuno.
Very well. Pardon me.
And then the faint sound of Limp Bizkit plays in the background before she closes. Hell yeah. Remember, oh yeah, a lot of people in the chat here didn't know, but I was talking about my all-time music of this year, how many hours. So the band Mastodon has 11 hours. Deering Gray has 10 hours. Limp Bizkit, I listened to 7 hours of Limp Bizkit this year. Probably like, I'm gonna say 85% of it is probably dad vibes. As expected from Kikuno-san, she is amazingly considerate, as a personal assistant should be, and she can too be thoughtful at times. We learned at ourselves that she came to accept us as people are precious to Mitsuru-san. We need Limp Bizkit and Pokemon over Ed Sheeran. Absolutely.
Let's start this over, shall we?
But I know that Fred Durst is currently recovering because like he had a doctor's checkup. And his doctor was like, whoa, we found something. You need to take a break to recover. And so he's recovering. So they had to shut off their tour for a bit just so Fred can recover. He didn't say what the illness was, just so that it's all good, though. So, following doctor's orders, good. Thanks to Kikuno-san, the tension in the air subsides a bit, and we cannot allow our attention to wander just now. Upon completing our preparations for departure, we immediately make our way to Inaba. Yeah, I agree. Get well soon, Fred Durst. Persona 3 Portable, worth playing? Yes!
Why are we taking this
absolutely. Femc, as much as I love Butter Chuds, Femc's great. Oh. La-di-da! Someone say dad vibes. Thank you, No Name Woman. Yeah, Persona 3 Portable is well worth it. Yes, it does not have the anime cutscenes, and you can't like it's just point and click for like each area. However, the quality of life that they added in that game overshadows all of that. Femc Edition is a fantastic replay value because her story is a little more different, obviously, and you can do some different things in it too. And Theo's the best. Don't at me. And yeah, I think P3 Portable is absolutely worth it. It sucks that they won't be bringing out FES version. I know a lot of people complained about FES's story. I personally really liked it, but you know, yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it. All jokes aside, Fred Durst is not too bad of a director also. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, the movie was like bonkers as fuck. However, competent director. Give him that. And you know what? Even though, like, obviously it's not like cinema standards, the best movie ever made. However, that might be one of the best performances out of John Travolta ever. I shouldn't say ever, but it's definitely like an excellent performance. It was competent, and it ended up being a fun-ass movie. It's like fun like those Tyler Perry movies. Death Promise and Miami Connection, sort of fun. I think FES's source code is missing, actually. Yeah, I think that's the reason why they didn't bring it. I mean, I own it physically, and I got the download from the PS3 store, so, you know, I played it on here, but yeah, I think that's the reason why, but the portable is the most recent one that they have, and it is actually good, so I actually do say recommend. It's a high recommend from Edgey Bazoinka. I played the shit out of it. And believe me, when we get to P3 Portable, we're using my New Game Plus because it's nuts. Akihiko-san grumbles from the back seat of the Shadow Operative's personal limousine. I'm not sure how to put this, but I find his feelings are justified.
Don't question it, Akihiko. There was no time to prepare a vehicle with the same equipment. Speaking of appearances, are you gonna wear that again?
yeah, wear that again. It is, in other words, nothing.
Sure. There's a chance that we'll have to fight after all. These clothes give me the flexibility I need.
He did some movie with John Ritter's son, I think. He was actually a good movie. I don't recall it right now. I'll check that out, Daryl McCoy. I'll check that out.
Impressive, Akihiko-san. You never change. Still, to think that the culprit would make a move so soon. We've completely lost the initiative.
Indeed. We need to begin taking measures right now. And we hope no danger comes to Murakami and his friends.
Mitsuru-san seems deeply agitated. During the car ride, she seems distracted. At times, we would flip through the thick file in her lap, only to suddenly give an order of a subordinate. At other times, she would just stare intently at her watch, as if lost in thought. Usual regal composure is gone.
Mitsuru-san, why don't we just ask them to cooperate with us?
I agree. They seem pretty strong.
No, they're still young. If I asked for their assistance, it would waste time better spent at school. Worse yet, it would put them in danger.
Like how you guys at that same age were put in danger.
I don't want anyone else to have to go through that.
Oh, okay. That's fair. That's fair.
I understand how you feel, but they don't seem like the kind who'd listen. We were the same way back then.
He has a point. Mitsuru-san falls silent. It's likely not to mistake to think that the sudden spike in shadow activity this time is related to events a few days ago. It has become apparent that everyone Edgey can't read. It becomes apparent to everyone that another dangerous battle is about to begin.
We have new information. Kikuno sent me a message. I tasked Kikuno with reviewing Ergo Research's quarantine server. But it seems new evidence has come to light regarding Ikutsuki, who we discussed in our earlier conversation. According to the report, it seems Ikutsuki was performing an experiment on his own in the lab directly after the explosion. It's unknown if this is related to our current mission, but there was a record of a plume of dust being used in the experiment.
Oh shit.
A plume of dusk.
A plume of dusk, an object that blurs the line between matter and information. It's fitted in anti-shadow weapons, like myself. It forms the core of our personality modules, and what allows us to control personas, even though we are machines.
So, what are the details of this experiment? Nothing good, I bet.
Ikutsuki was...
Yeah, and honestly, in Rageful Eric, the Japanese voice acting is also top-notch. It's like Persona 4 is the one that I could do like subtitled or dubbed. I don't care. Just I was thrown off though by the Chie voice change at the start because I played vanilla Persona 4 when I first played it. Limousine engine suddenly roars, drowning the further conversation. Soon the road we're taking has begun to climb a steep hill incline. As the car takes a winding road up the slope, it can look through the window and see lush trees around the mountainside. For a moment, I thought I sensed a shadow reading. It had just been my imagination.
Yamagishi, tell me our current location.
One moment. I'm looking it up now. We're
Oh shit, we lost.
Inaba Pass. We're almost at the target coordinates.
Uh-oh.
What is this?
What's this? What's this? Uh-oh.
Was that?
What's wrong?
Oh shit!
An ambush?
What's happening? Driver, what's going on? Answer me.
Uh-oh, Mosquitios.
It's just like during the hijacking.
Ibis.
On it.
A barrier. Are we trapped?
Gymkhana? Holy shit! To be continued. They leave us with that. Holy moly. Okay. And okay, so I think we're gonna just start off with... We're gonna start off with Yukari, and then we'll go to our boy Ken.
Here we go. Feathered chain.
I actually love that she's like a feather character.
Featherman victory!
So, you come to fight me,
I love this.
Merlion, the evil forces have fallen. Stop here.
How dare you oppose me? Minions, get them!
I love it. That is such a Power Ranger shot.
No!
Merlion, prepare for justice.
Don't be so sure.
Go, Persona Rangers.
Everyone, I've had enough of this. Ultimate arrow. It's over.
And cut.
Perfect. What a take.
Thank you very much. Well done. That was really great.
You did good, Yukari. Look at me actually warming up to you finally.
Let's take a 10-minute break. The star of the show has arrived.
No Name Woman, thank you for gifting a sub to Daryl McCoy. Daryl McCoy, enjoy your caffeinate, as well as some Dursty icons. Yeah, Yukari and the answer was big oof. But then around the end part, when you realize she's just really grieving and she's lashing out the wrong way, you're like, ah, okay. And then her and I just become besties, and that's really nice. When the director calls us out, the tension air dies away. I make my way to the simple tent used in the break room and take a sip of my drink. You know what? Everyone, let's take a sip of our drinks if we have them. My scenes for today are done.
I'm tired.
You're on a roll, Featherpink.
Huh? Do you think so?
The directors had nothing but good things to say, too. Looks like this will have a positive effect on your main job. Speaking of your next shoot.
My main job. My real job's supposed to be studying in college. I wipe the sweat from my brow as my manager excitedly tells me about my schedule for the next gig. I'd always had some interest in fashion, so I started taking modeling jobs as a way to earn some pocket money. You know what? In her case, that's good pocket money. Like, seriously, that is good pocket money if you got all the jobs. It's pretty tough since I had to do things like pose in the middle of winter in just a t-shirt. Oh, God! But thankfully, I've been able to get a steady flow of commissions now. Trying to manage both classwork. Oh!
The star of the show has arrived.
Kismet Girl, thank you so much for the 13-month resubscription. Oh my god, let's get them subs up, baby. We gotta do that 12-hour stream. Alright, when my manager applied to the audition for a live-action show without my consent, claiming I should broaden my work horizons, when I mentioned that I practiced archery in high school, I really got their attention. It all made sense to me when I learned that Featherpink's weapon would be a bow and arrow, though. As a result, I ended up as Protector of Earth in a kids' superhero show starting this year. While my acting work makes use of different expressions, and my modeling career lets me dress up a lot different clothing, kind of makes me feel like I'm changing who I am, too. It's insanely busy, but it's fulfilling and fun, and yet...
What's wrong? Something troubling you?
Oh, not really.
I'll check my cell phone, but Mitsuru-senpai still hasn't sent me a response. I have tomorrow off, so I'd emailed her earlier asking if she'd like to spend some time with me and go shopping. Aww! Edgey, did you see my earlier message? Daryl McCoy, let me have a look. Oh my god, Hype Train's close, by the way, everyone. Okay, I just looked up the education of Charlie Banks. It's pretty good in my opinion. Yo boy Bucky's in it too. Oh shit! Thank you so much to Real McCoy. I missed that. Thank you for letting me know. Thumbs up. Also, we're close to a hype train. If we could get someone else to do some biddies or sub giftings or subs. Oh, Kismet Girl, thank you for the gifted sub to Tanyun. Oh my god. Almost there though, because then we can all caffeinate. She's been contract. Oh, Rob Alex, thank you so much for the subscription. Oh my god, hype train incoming. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, we're gonna start off the hype train with just simple. Let's caffeinate, everyone. Let's caffeinate.
Love, pain, heart control, caffeinate. Melatonin, love, heart control, caffeinate. You get me going. Brain, heart control, caffeinate. Melatonin, love, pain, heart. Wake up!
Hey, shit, Rob Alex. Thank you so much for all the gifted subs. M. Xavier, Nosferatu's Coffin, Xeno Games TV, Vasar IG, and Remember Babo. Enjoy your gifted subs. Enjoy the oh my god, we're already at level 3. That is awesome. And we're gonna, after the hype train finishes, we're gonna caffeinate again, because that's what we do around here. We caffeinate. I'm gonna have more hype train stuff later on. Right now we're just gonna caffeinate though. She's been contacting me less and less often recently. Oh my god, thank you so much. Oh, did it not proc these? Did not proc them. That's probably because I switched back before the events happened. Oh, that sucks. Okay, no problem. No problem. Okay, she's been contacting me less and less often recently, and when she does, it's because of shadows. I'm one of the shadow operatives, a group that... Oh, here we go, just procced it. Ah, yeah, all-time record shattered, baby. There we go. Oh, wait, that was another one. Oh my god, Rob Alex. Oh my god, Lost in the Realms, Amaju Prod, a Blacker, 15, oh wait, sorry, VX13, I remember they told me that was how it was pronounced. It's a Noj Velbot. Oh my god, thank you so much. Holy crap. Thank you so much for the subs. Thank you so much, Rob. Let's give Rob some JoJo hearts and some caffeinates. If you're able to caffeinate, obviously. I accidentally put a Kenshiro face in there. Sorry about that. Okay. I understand that she wants us all to be able to have normal lives. And she says she wouldn't hesitate to ask for my help if she ever needed it. It still seemed to me that she was taking everything on by herself. That attitude didn't satisfy me, so I forced her to add me to her team. However, unlike Igus and the other official members, I'm part of the special unit that only gathers in emergencies. Trusted immediate. Oh! No Name Woman, thank you for the 10 biddies! Oh my god, thank you. Oh my god, everyone. The generosity is so kind. Thank you so much. Oh my god. And we're like close to halfway point of the sub goal too, I believe. So that's pretty rad. Oh my gosh. Everyone, thank you. Ah! I love it. Thank you. What did she call it? The auxiliary staff? Something like that anyways. It's wonderful that they have no situations to call this be dispatched. Even if something like that did arise, the official shadow operatives are all excellent. There's no need to worry about the likes of Akihiko-senpai and Igus Realm, but...
Is it really that hard to just send back a reply? It's Golden Week, for God's sake.
What's this? Don't tell me you've got some boyfriend trouble.
Oh, no, it's nothing like that.
Girlfriend trouble. We normally talk when we see each other, but I've doubted my friendship with her. Still, things remain unsettled. It's very unsatisfying. Maybe I have to get on her case about taking everything on by herself again. Huh? There's something loud going on outside. Yukari, you're close to redeeming yourself.
What's this helicopter doing here?
Edgey, how are you bearing this game right now? I am bearing it very well, Austinic. I know you're doing a Teddy pun there. We're on the Persona 3 part of it.
Huh?
As the sound gets closer, the tense walls and roof begin to undulate in intense wind. When I rush outside, I see the crew all looking up and causing commotion. When I look up, there's a black helicopter descending towards the ground. Dangling a rope ladder. Lady in the pilot's seat sees me and gestures towards the ladder. Oh! At that moment, it all becomes clear. I only know one person who would do this.
I'm glad she came, but she's making too big of a scene.
I'm completely astounded by the utter absurdity of the situation. But before I know it, I'm already running towards the ladder. Oh, this is going to be some major spoiler territory, Austinic. Just a heads up. That was funny. Okay, now we can see what Kian's up to. Our little baby boy. He's still my baby boy. He is our child and we must protect him.
Cheering for me. You're a real hit with the ladies. I'm gonna get going for today. Okay, you better be this good next time too. Leave it to me.
Oh, and he lives in the dorm. Goro! Best boy.
I'm home, Koromaru.
Aw, Goro. Another exciting part of American Thanksgiving Turkey Day is MST3K Marathon. Oh, yeah, they do that every year, don't they? I know this music. There's some time until dinner, so I decide to leave the dorm again with Koromaru. This Gecko-Con dormitory is where we live. It was briefly closed after Mitsuru-san and the others graduated. But before we graduate, though, everyone, thank you for the hype train and the generosity. Let's just have a little more caffeine, shall we?
Love, brain, heart control, caffeine, melatonin. Love, heart control, caffeine. You get me going. Brain, heart control, caffeine, melatonin. Love, brain, heart. Wake up!
Okay, we caffeinated. This Gecko-Con dormitory is where we live. I was briefly closed after Mitsuru-san and the others graduated. All the equipment from a few years ago was removed, of course, but with the increase in students in Gecko-Con, they decided to reopen the dorm. I applied for a room as soon as I heard. The reason I did was because of Koromaru. He had been in Aiga-san's care, but this dorm he was allowed to live with me. Aw, everyone, again, thank you for all the generosity, for the hype train, the bits, the subs, the donos, everything. Just even watching, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. And if you're new and you saw this, yo, give a follow. You get some follower emotes too, which is a lot of fun also. Ken's current English voice actress also voices Amy Rose in the current Sonic game, including recent Sonic Frontiers. Neat. I did not know that. Also, to be honest, I felt that living here let me stay close to my companions who are fighting even now. Back then, everyone took turns walking Koromaru. Now it's my job. The path to nearby Naganaki Shrine is Koromaru's usual route. Koromaru is quite old for a dog, but he trots along his usual pace, along our usual path. It makes me think for a moment that all that fighting back then was just a dream. Only when I'm watching Koromaru walk like this can I forget everything and feel a little at ease. We love you, Edgey. Aw, heart hands. I love you guys too. Oh. We pass through the gateway. At the entrance is a step of the shrine on the ground. God damn this music. Since it's nearly sundown, there's nobody but us in the serene atmosphere. I sit down on the bench and sigh to myself. Koromaru notices, though, that immediately rushes over to nuzzle my leg.
It's nothing, Koromaru.
Best dog ever. Even while I'm saying it, I'm sure Koromaru can see through my words. I can't understand him in a way that Aiga-san can, but even I can tell what Kuromaru's thinking. Also, the dog has a sweet hoodie. I pat Kuromaru as he looks up at me in a worried whine, put my hand in my pocket and pull out the Shadow Operative's badge that Mitsuru-san had given me. Kuromaru wears the same badge on his collar.
Even if she gave me this, I know it's just for show. I bet everyone else is working hard right now.
Oh, he's having a crisis. Poor guy, though. This morning, I got a call from Sanada-san for the first time in a while. It seemed he'd just come back from Japan from a year-long training journey. Wandering the world, I knew he was the kind of person who would put himself through anything in order to get stronger. But this is the sort of thing that you only hear about in stories. Sanada-san told me that he was gone to see Mitsuru-san directly after his return to the country, but had been immediately dispatched to an emergency. He's currently busy with that, so we'd just say he would tell me more about his trip some other time. I know being a shadow operative must be tough, but he seems so excited when talking about them. So it's like I get all these pent-up feelings inside. Aw, Mitsuru cares about your education, Ken. That's why she's doing it. Don't worry.
I'm a member too, you know.
I like to remind people we went from Sweet Doggo to Teddy. Yeah, I know. Fuck. And I personally like Morgana, so yeah, Teddy still sucks. A member, yes, but only as part of the secondary unit that only gets called out in extreme situations. Being part of the special suppression unit has a cool ring to it, and that I like. But the official shadow operatives are each given a unique number. For example, Aiga-san is number 5. We don't have that. We're just auxiliary members. I haven't been called to action yet, and I doubt I ever will be until after I graduate high school. After all, I did promise Mitsuru-san I would try to live out my childhood as much as I could.
I'm just for show, too.
Aw, I can. Mitsuru cares about your education. Don't worry about it. The following that promise to try as much as I could, been acting like a child on surface. On average, middle school student, studying and helping out with club activities, even taking part in student council. Shit, I want to play the Ken game. But I have officially joined any clubs. The reason why is because I asked Mitsuru-san to call me for help if she ever needed me. I know no organization under police would be able to command an underage person. Well, you and Naoto would get along, let alone someone in middle school. I'm only a shadow operative for show. Only a child for show. If this continues, I won't know if I'll ever be able to go back to who I really am.
Making my life my own is actually pretty hard. Sometimes I lose sight of what I'm supposed to be doing.
Oh, Ken. Think back to the worlds left by Pearson who saved my life. Butter Chuds! And Shinjiro. I thought I'd come to understand at one point. When time passed, other emotions began to rear its head.
It's completely dark now. We should head back home, Kuromaru.
Wonder if I'll ever be left behind like this. Would things actually be better if I just forgot about everything? But could I live with myself if I had the power to fight and did nothing with it? I've been thinking a lot about that. I stand up from the bench and look across the dark, quiet temple grounds. I won't reach an answer, but by thinking about it, I know that. But at that moment, Kuromaru suddenly barks at me. It's been a while since I heard him bark like this. He's been getting more and more mellow these days. What's that sound? Some rhythmic noise is approaching from above. The wind becomes stronger and the trees around the temple begin to rustle. So dramatic. I look up to the sky and a bright light turns on high above. As my eyes adjust, I see previously hidden black helicopter and otherwise pitch black sky. It's like something out of a movie. Is it the military? No, that can't be right. As if to answer my doubts, the searchlight streams down, pinning shadows on the ground. Something's happened. That's my first thought. I don't know why, but for some reason I sense elation comes through my body.
Let's go, Kuromaru.
Yeah! You're having existential crisis, but they need you. I grip my shadow operative's badge tightly and thrust it back in my pocket as I take a deep breath and run towards the helicopter. Hell yeah! Action Ken. To be continued. Labrys time! And Junpei time. But we're going to do Labrys first because she's way up here and Junpei's down there. So, There we go. Oh, I just saw the lake. Oh, God, I'm gonna get feels, aren't I?
Where am I?
Oh, no! Blue skies and azure ocean spread out before my eyes. I'm gonna sound like Paul Wahlberg, like Wahlberg, Mark Wahlberg. A gentle breeze brushes my cheeks as I stand on a blindingly glistening beach. The sun shining high above. The sound of waves is calming.
What am I doing here? Wasn't I going through maintenance at Mitsuru-san's place?
I retraced my memories with a hint of bewilderment. Because I had been severely damaged in the recent battles, I was to undergo full repairs in the laboratory of the Shadow Operatives facility. Labrys is better than Junpei. Agreed. Her eyes are red like the devil. It's okay, she's a machine, Dave. I was placed in a protective case, and Fukasan explained to me what was going to happen while Iga stood me nearby.
Oh, this must be a dream then.
I vaguely remember the sensation, similar to something I've experienced a number of times before. Fukasan said that she would shut down my consciousness during maintenance, thus I shouldn't be able to dream. Is this a random phenomena occurring during my reboot process? Red eyes, black dragon, in defense mode!
I'm dressed like this again.
I'm wearing the uniform of Yasugami High. My arms are human arms. Since what's in one's heart can be reflected in dreams, this must be one of my desires. Still, I know it's nothing but an illusion. I understand, and I won't deny it any longer. This isn't really an appearance that I wanted to recall so soon after what happened yesterday. But it seems that me deep within my heart won't let me be that way. Still, as I gaze at the scenery, I eventually stop caring. I take a step towards the pyre, juts out from the beach, and turn my attention to my eternal Jeepus.
Guess there's no use doing something like that in a dream.
And yes, I called it Jeepus. Before you asked, yes, I called it Jeepus. I don't need my Jeepus to know what this place is. It's where I hid this certain wish in my heart sometime long ago.
So beautiful. If this really is a dream, maybe I can keep going.
Just a while, I think that. The pier under my feet crumbles and disappears without a sound. Just like that, the azure waters swallow me. Sunlights become dim. I feel no anxiety. Mysterious sensation envelopes me as if someone's near me, and I'm connected with everyone. Eventually, when the feeling of floating becomes stronger, lose all sense of up and down. The sea changes into a field of countless lights and darkness. Oh, shit!
Now, where could this be?
Oh, shit!
It seems I have an odd guest.
Hey, Elizabeth, what's up?
You're that misrepresent. No. Press stand? Yes, Miss President. We met the other day.
I turn towards the voice to see a familiar woman in a blue dress. Elizabeth. She gave me a word of caution during yesterday's battle, when I had been turning my eyes away from my true self. This is an unexpected reunion with the person who appeared before me like a storm and left with the same amount of force.
Oh, hi. Thanks a bunch for back then. I didn't get to thank you properly at the time.
You faced yourself and overcame the ordeal through your strength alone, and the feelings of those at the scene certainly helped as well. Still, my assistance was merely the cake under the ice.
The cake under the ice?
Under the ice? I don't know what that means, but this place is beautiful. Where am I?
This is a world within people's hearts. Since you are here, it's most likely that you are at rest in the real world. Now that you have gained a heart of your own and are nurturing it, I wouldn't be surprised if you were to wander here at times.
That all sounds pretty complicated. What are you doing here, Elizabeth?
To put it as Frank would, it is a secret. But if there was something I could say about it, I am yearning for an unseen power.
Ooh. Ice cream cake is good, though. It is good.
Huh? You want power, too? Even though you're insanely strong already?
Oh, yeah, when you have a lot of power, sometimes you want a little more.
All this talk of power has reminded me of something. It seems you have obtained a new power through that battle earlier.
Ooh.
I do not mean to be rude, but my adorable personality cannot restrain my infinite curiosity for such things. Would you show it to me?
Huh? Wait. Hey, hold on now.
Are you saying you want to fight me right this minute?
My, how could I have forgotten? A boisterous brawl in this place would certainly not be elegant.
I'm not talking about where we are.
I will prepare a worthy stage at once.
Wait, you'll what? Huh?
Damn it, Elizabeth. She flips open a book with a fluid motion. As she does, a blue circle draws itself in the air and scenery around us changes. God damn, Elizabeth.
This place.
Tranquil ocean-like area changes to a familiar place. This is the announcement room in the school that I had created. Beyond the glass is a red-stained room with hanging corpses of my sister, I destroyed with my own hands. I feel a lump in my throat as memories come back to me. I look down and see my body's return to the cold white metallic one. This is my true form.
Oh, are you a bit shaken? My apologies, but it seems we're being pressed for time.
Before I can sort out my emotions, an aura I feel from Elizabeth begins to intensify. She's coming.
Without further ado, here I come. Your fate is in the cards.
Oh shit. Elizabeth wants blood. She wants a Kumite. Hey! Lapras was born on 420. Nice.
Finally.
Alright, let's get some fighting in. Oh, dicks. Oh, dicks. It's fine, it's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, I managed to do like a juggle. That was pretty cool. Ooh. Ah. There we go. Ah! Can't believe I got chomped. Yeah!
Well
right.
done. I have indeed witnessed the power you have acquired.
While I was preoccupied with fighting Elizabeth, I remember something. This is a place where I faced myself against something precious and irreplaceable. Yukon, Mitsuru-san, and all the others. Imagining their faces caused a mysterious strength to well up from within me.
Have I gotten stronger?
Stronger? Elizabeth smiles and she calmly returns to the conversation that had been.
Whether you can accomplish your wish and your heartfelt promise is up to you. If you can't do it, no one else will be able to do it for you.
She has a point.
But from a different perspective, that means that anything is possible depending on you. Don't you think it could be perceived that way?
If I do it.
Yeah.
That is correct. Though, it would be most important to prioritize overcoming the ordeal that is coming your way.
Huh? What ordeal? Isn't this just a dream?
The ordeal that has made itself known quite close by. I bid you good luck.
Wait, hold on! What's this ordeal you're talking about? What do you mean?
Uh-oh. Yauga alarm. The announcement room begins to fade away and disappear in the distance. I hear a siren-like sound. It's as if in sync with the siren. Elizabeth begins to glow hazy as well.
You have to tell me more!
My own voice is lost in the warning sound as it crashes over me like waves. I just need to talk to her just a little more. The moment after everything goes white, the laboratory appears in my vision. Near piercing whale sound fills the air. This is the real world.
Good. You're finally up and running. Seriously, I'm terrible with machines.
I look towards the voice and an unfamiliar man in a black pinstripe suit. Man looks frustrated as he fumbles with my case, disconnecting wires and leading from the terminals of my body.
So how about it? Can you move?
Who are you?
I'm Kurosawa, a police detective. Do you know what a police detective is?
Kurosawa. I have no memory of this man, but for some reason, I recognize his name. This must be the information that was inserted in my knowledge database. Beginning personal scan, match an iris, voice print identified. Detective Kurosawa.
Oh, are you with Mitsuru-san and them?
Something like that.
As far as I can find in the database, it seems that he's a person who can be trusted. He has a long history of private and public interaction with Mitsuru-san and the other shadow operatives.
I'll make this quick. There's an emergency. The car that the lady, that Mitsuru Kurijo was in, has gone missing.
Mitsuru-san? What do you mean?
An emergency? She's missing. Only after hearing this, I pause and re-examine my surroundings. The siren must be in response to these ongoing events. I'm unable to get a grasp on the situation and only became more confused.
We'll talk later. We need to get to the roof.
As he speaks, Detective Kurosawa tosses me a small bundle. I open it to find Yasugami high uniform I've been wearing in my dreams. Does he want me to wear this? Though I'm still perplexed, I put the uniform Detective Kurosawa gave me. Follow him as he runs to the stairway. That's a good running animation. I see that his gun is drawn. As if we're bound the stairs, I desperately ask him questions boiling in my mind.
Are Mitsuru-san and the others okay? Who took them?
Go quietly. We've got to hurry here. We were being pursued, too.
I'm taken aback for a moment. Shadow operatives may be part of the National Police Agency, but their existence had been kept hidden from civilian population. This lab's very existence should be hidden by ordinary people, and yet it's being attacked?
Hey, I could...
Don't. The ones coming after us are human. On top of that, they're for public safety.
This only confuses me even more. What's going on here? The Public Safety Group are at the very top of the National Police Agency Security Bureau. They should be on our side. Why would they be coming after us? I bite my lip in fear, and I thought that I finally met people who understood me, and I finally had a place where I belong. Yet now I've awakened and being pursued by armed people once more. People are supposed to be on our side at that. Painful memories of Yakushima return in my mind. I shake my head, trying to clear these thoughts, but it's not easy. At that moment, Detective Kurosawa speaks up as if he can see through my emotions.
I know it has to be tough, but bear with it. That's how you live, by fighting.
His words snap me out of my reverie. That's right. The world is always filled with things like this. There are people who understand me and accept me, and they're all staying right by my side. Had I not made my own decision to protect these people...
Thanks, Kurosawa-san. Say, want to take a shortcut to the roof?
Oh, shit! And with that, I pick up Kurosawa-san and run ahead, and I'm going to do everything I can.
What are you...
I jump up and ignite my boosters on my back and kick off the wall. It's a bit rough move, but I had determined that our best interest is to proceed as quickly as possible in this situation. God damn, she animated her way out of there. That's great. Here we go! Yahoo! Whoa! Ow, whoa, 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 whoa. We shoot up the staircase, and next landing, I kick off the wall again and send us flying up the staircase in the opposite direction. I repeat this number of times, rocketing us up extremely long staircase, allowing us to reach the door of the rooftop in less than a minute. God damn!
You've got some nerve.
And I shit my pants, yours and mine.
Sorry, but...
It's fine. Looks like I can trust you to get things done.
Detective Kurosawa seems pale, but he stands up and I see the strength in his eyes as he speaks to me.
From here on, this is a battle that only you can fight.
Rude way of saying thank you. Then he opens the door slightly and chilly air from outside rushes in through the gap.
Their lives in your hands.
Kurosawa-san opens the door fully, the wind whips at us.
Go on. Go now!
Go, Labras, go!
Gotcha! Okay! Kikuru-san, let's go!
Yeah, the great escape.
Looks like we managed to get away.
We got out in time. It's nice to meet you, Labras. I'm Yukari Takiba.
Oh, yes. Kanemata. Wow, so it's true that you're like Aigus-san. Oh, and this is Koromaru. Huh? A dog?
Dog? A dog?
He's not just a pet. Koromaru might not look like it, but he can fight as well.
But boy. Beginning personal scans, everyone in the helicopter seems to be a member of the Shadow Operatives. According to the new data I was given during my repairs, they are all Mitsuru-san's friends since high school. These people are all comrades who fought along Mitsuru-san and each other.
Takeba-san? You're just in a kinda interesting way.
Yeah, best Borker, agreed.
Huh? Oh, this? Yeah, I got picked up suddenly from my job, and I didn't have any time to change. Bet I'm never gonna hear the end of this. Also, you can just call me Yukari. I hope we get along, Labras.
But to think that organization would come after us now at such an important time. If Kurosawa-san hadn't gotten that tip, we'd be doomed. Hey, right. What's going on with those guys? Who are they again? Public safety? Oh, that's right. You don't know.
Ken politely explains the situation to me. Some people in public safety department don't think well of the Shadow Operatives. When Mitsuru-san and the others went missing, public safety took advantage of the confusion and attempted to take control over the Shadow Operatives headquarters. Pink Rangers on the team. Yeah, I know, I love it. They had been trying to remove Mitsuru-san from her position and showed up at the lab in an attempt to confiscate me for evidence. To move this quickly, she disappeared though. Public safety must have had a way of knowing what was going on within the Shadow Operatives.
They say Mitsuru-san set everything up. She would never. I can't understand it either. All this about honor and adult circumstances is foolish.
Yeah, but there are some people in public safety who don't agree with that. Or else Kurosawa-san wouldn't have gotten that anonymous tip.
That's true.
Oh, that reminds me. I wonder if Kurosawa-san's okay.
Koromaru says that he's alright.
Huh? Can you understand dogs too, Yukari-san?
Well, no, but I've known Koromaru for a while, and that just seems like what he's saying. I'm sure Kurosawa-san will be just fine.
Koromaru-san's white fur reminds me of something. Snowy, my friend who I met on the southern island. I can tell from Yukari-san's words that other people in here and in this helicopter know each other very well.
So where are we going now anyway? We're gonna go look for Mitsuru-san and them, right?
Right. It looks like there was an increased shadow reading someplace called Inaba, and they were headed there. We'll go that way for now.
Inaba.
That's right. This could be the continuation of the events from yesterday. An ordeal. Elizabeth's words from my dream echo in my mind.
Don't look so gloomy. I'm sure Mitsuru-senpai's fine. She's got Akihiko-senpai, Fuka, and even Aigus with her after all. Oh, right. You're Aigus' sister, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right. I was made just before her, though.
You seem so stiff. You don't need to be so polite with us.
I heard that you were an earlier model than Aigus-san, but you don't seem less advanced at all. You seem perfectly normal. Do you fight with that axe you're carrying? Could I touch it?
The two of them are interacting with me quite normally, even though they know I'm a machine. Even though they just know what happened at Inaba in my past. That acceptance makes me happy. Kuromaru-san is gazing intently at me too.
Yukari-san, have you been able to make contact with Iori-san?
A voice from the cockpit interrupts us. Kikuno-san, Mitsuru-san's maid, is in the pilot seat. Ken. Oh no! She seems demure, but she can pilot the helicopter like this. Her skills seem to know no limits. But I've been told that Kikuno-san isn't a persona user. Isn't it dangerous for her to come with us in a situation like this?
I completely forgot. Hold on a sec.
I don't blame you, Kari. You can often forget about Junpei. That's fine. Yukari-san pulls out her cell phone. She's been trying to meet with Junpei or Yori, another part-time shadow operative, also a fellow comrade since high school. While Yukari-san is on the phone, I decide to ask Kikuno-san about the doubts I have.
Sakawa-san, you're not a persona user, are you?
Please call me Kikuno. And no, I only have the potential towards the dark hour.
Oh, I didn't know you had that. Even the maids in the Kirijo family are amazing. So that means you can't fight shadows, right? Then ain't it dangerous for you to come along?
If I had the correct information, In a grotesque monster known as Shadows, our enemy can only be defeated by people who can use personas. In other words, since Kikuno-san is an ordinary human, she could never defeat a shadow, even if she was the most proficient warrior in the world. If she ever encountered a shadow on her own, Kikuno-san would face immediate death. Damn. Yet she smiles warmly as she answers
There
me.
are more ways to deal with shadows than the direct method. We've never met in person, but I was involved in the operation to rescue you last time. We all do whatever we can to the best of our abilities to fulfill the roles we've been given. That is what it means to fight.
That's actually a really good answer. Shit.
Wow, she's a true professional.
To be honest, I don't understand. True, Kikuno-san is helping us by piloting the helicopter for us. But if that's all it took, that someone could easily program me with the ability to fly the helicopter, there'd be no need for Kikuno-san to be exposed to danger in having us during the operation.
See.
I can't think of any other words to say, and I look away from her. End up meeting Ken's eyes, and I feel a little awkward.
It's no use. He's not picking up. This is so important. Why now?
Kari-san puts down her phone and turns to us again. Everyone's attention returns to getting up to speed on the current situation. Yeah, we all know that Junpei's useless. Don't worry about it, Yukari.
Oh well. We'll just have to begin our search on our own.
You know, Kikuno-san, I'm surprised you knew where we were without having to contact us at all.
I traced the GPS signals from your cell phones. We're still partners with the police force, so it's no problem to do that in an emergency. Then again, we've just seen how even that doesn't always help.
You mean about Junpei-san?
It's like he's going out of his way to inconvenience us.
That's Junpei! Kari-san sighs with an exasperated expression. As I reflect on this, Junpei-san appears to be something of an odd person. Kikuno-san taps her armrest as if remembering something.
Oh dear, I almost forgot. Labra-san, please review these documents until we arrive at our destination.
With that, Kikuno-san hands me a folder.
Fuka-san asked me to tell you about this, but under the circumstances, would you please look through the material on your own?
As if I flip through the documents in a thick file, I notice that certain names appear again and again. Mitsuru, Akihiko, names of everyone's here. What is this?
It's a summary of the activities that took place 3 years ago.
3 years ago? You must mean... I see. Whoever's behind what's going on is definitely connected to those events.
3 years ago refers to the incident leading to Mitsuru-san and the rest meeting one another. I haven't had a chance to go over it in detail, but supposedly it's the case that became the impetus for Mitsuru-san to establish the Shadow Operatives. Effing chat for Butterchuds! And the bonds that they have formed along each other. They were nurtured through the battles and took part back then. Such deep connections look radiant in my eyes. Aside that this is important, I learned more about what happened then. As important as learning more about who or whatever's behind the events on now. And if I just wanted information on it, I could easily just transfer that data directly into my memory. But by actively reading it like this, I will be able to understand what happened. Her thoughtfulness of treating me the same as a person makes me happy. Yeah, all Butterchuds miss you, buddy. Kikuno-san glances at me once more and nods slightly, as if in approval.
I think it looks good on you. A proper appearance is important when going out on a grand stage.
Does she mean a uniform I'm wearing? Oh, I get it. She must have been the one who prepared the Yasugami uniform that Kurosawa-san gave me. Her sudden compliment is a little embarrassing, but I can't help but smile. I mean, this uniform to me is proof of my connection to Yukon and his friends.
Thanks!
Yukon-san reacts with a small smile and produces some other items.
Yukari-san, Ken-san, I have acquired evokers and suitable weapons for you.
Wow, thank you! This would be the best for me.
Ken sure likes to shake people with those spears, yo! Ken takes the spear from Kikuno-san and sits back with a satisfied expression. The spear is longer than Ken is tall, but he seems confident. Wouldn't such a weapon be too unwieldy for him to handle?
Kikuno-san, what is this?
Kikuno-san hands Yukari-san what appears to be a large pink bow that perfectly matches the suit she's wearing. Upon seeing it, Yukari looks baffled.
It's the ultimate arrow! It's so pink
I acquired reference material from the publisher and had it made. Don't worry, it's more functional than the prop on your show.
I'm pretty sure that makes it the best bow ever created, but...
In actual combat, I thought that using a form factor you're comfortable with would be best.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you to have a logical explanation like that.
Was my arrangement unnecessary?
Yeah, it was unnecessary. No, it's fine.
I like it. Can I see it for a moment?
Ken is such a nerd sometimes. I love him. As Ken reaches towards the bow with interest, since the helicopter's tilted slightly to the side.
We're circling around. Please hang on to something.
Helicopter leans more sharply as Kikono speaks. It seems that we need to take on more fuel before we can reach Inaba. I reflect on Elizabeth's words and I look down at the view spreading out below us. It reminds me of the mysterious sea-like place. The air in the helicopter is heavy. Upon reaching the last known location of Mitsuru-san and the others, we immediately see that the guardrail is broken, as if a car smashed through it. We look down the cliff and discover a black vehicle below, unmistakably Mitsuru's limousine. There are no skid marks on the road, indicating braking and the car's body were seriously damaged. It appears as if it had been going at a very high rate of speed when it hit the barrier. Everyone paled in an instant. We were all at a loss for words, but the driver was the only person in the vehicle, though he was injured and there's no traces of blood from any other than him in the car. We wondered for a moment what the others had been able to leave in the vehicle on their own, but if they had, they would have tried to contact us. It also seemed odd that they left an unconscious, injured man behind. Furthermore, there's no footprints around the vehicle at all. We did another search of the GPS signal, and there was no signs of their whereabouts. That left us to only one conclusion.
I hate to think about it, but does this mean that they've been captured?
Let us be optimistic and assume that they're still alive. If they were captured, then the enemy values their lives and will do no harm. We do have a chance.
I carried the injured driver from the bottom of the cliff back up to the road. Kikuno-san requested the vehicle to transport him to the hospital under the Kirijo family's care. Kikuno-san made the decision since they wouldn't have been able to explain what happened in a normal ambulance. Also, it's possible that the person from public safety would take him away if we'd report this to the authorities. Kikuno-san asked the personnel to arrive in the transport to try to ask the driver about what happened when he regained consciousness. That would likely be difficult, however. If this is similar to what happened last time, the driver would have no memories of the events, much like the people who captured me and transported me to Inaba last time. However, there's no guarantee it would be the same as it happened in the limousine driver. Not long after, we were back in the helicopter, which takes us to where we are now. To be honest, everyone's at a loss at how bad the situation is. Ken tries to change the topic in an attempt to divert us from our worries.
It's amazing that you know how to pilot a helicopter, Kikuno-san. I heard that it's hard to hover in the mountains. Did you train for that?
Only a couple of years ago, but I have taken part in an assault operation involving a helicopter.
Jesus!
You were in an assault with a helicopter? Where?
Just a high school dormitory.
Huh? Oh yeah, I remember that.
I decided to learn how to pilot in the event that if someone attempted the same move, I would be able to respond properly.
My understanding had been renewed. It seemed that being a maid was very serious and difficult operation. Yeah, apparently you have to learn how to fly an attack helicopter. God damn.
Oh, damn. Well, I finally got in touch with Junpei. I don't know why, but he's already at Yaso Inaba Station, so I told him to stay there. In any case, we should head to Inaba too. We might find some kind of clue there.
Mitsuru-san's group had gone missing before the sun set. It's almost midnight
Whoever
now.
did this must be the same person who kidnapped Blabber's son. It's unthinkable anyone else would be able to do that. The question is what he intends to accomplish by kidnapping them.
Ken flips through the reports on the events of the case up until now. Seems lost in thought. Was this be gained by kidnapping Mitsuru-san this time? At that moment, heavy static flickers across the video displays within the helicopter.
The strong wind
of
the weak disappear. Tonight, we will witness the hottest battles in all history. The goddess of victory is waiting to descend upon the ring.
Oh shit!
T1 fans, Are you ready?
Are you ready? I love this announcer has like 80s Vince McMahon energy. It's unbelievable.
Contestants in the previous P1 Grand Prix have returned for another tournament, right on the heels of the last one. These warriors will create another legend here at the world-shattering P1 ring. These are battles of honor, battles of will. Sparks will fly. Some
Cheer.
fight for pride. Some fight for glory.
Persona.
Will this be decided by pure
Flat,
muscle,
flat,
or will a battle of wits determine the outcome? Things are heating up! Tonight,
I mean, throwing missiles at Teddy is the proper response, honestly.
who will be crowned with the winner's wreath? Whose tale of glory will resound for generations? All that remains are the dreams of the warriors. As the Grand Prix plunges into its final chapter, the P1 climax is
barely getting started!
Take a shot. Uh-oh.
Hey, what was that just now? Weren't those the Persona users in Inaba? It showed Mitsuru-senpai and the others, too.
I read the case records. If I recall correctly, was that the Midnight Channel that was being broadcast in Inaba? I was on it too, but it wasn't like that last time.
All of us in the helicopter are utterly confused. Who would broadcast something like that and why? The P1 climax is obviously a continuation to the fighting tournament. Suddenly the monitor switches to another feed.
Yoo-hoo! Have you been well, Lobby-chan?
General Teddy? But I thought I already...
General Teddy, the recent P1 Grand Prix, one calling himself General Teddy, turned out to be my own shadow. But I accepted my shadow and gained power to use my persona. But if he's on the screen again, then General Teddy ignores my confusion and continues.
There's no way I'd go away so easily. I mean, a P1 without me is like a tuna sandwich without the tuna.
He can hear us? Isn't he that weird Persona user named Teddy?
No, he must be the General Teddy who hosted the fighting tournament last time. The record said he'd been eliminated, though.
Discount Bison.
General Teddy, where did you take Mitsuru-san and the others? If you don't give us a good answer, you're gonna pay!
It's past your bedtime, Cubby. If you're gonna keep giving me lip, I'm not going to explain anything.
Explain?
That's right. I mean, the three of you are very important
Take a shot.
stars in the P1 climax, after all. So you'll participate, of course, right?
What? What are you after?
If you value the lives of the hostages, you yapping pup, you don't have any choice but to participate.
Huh?
The P1 climax. It's the end of the world. One-on-one deathmatch that's worthy of the name Climax.
Again, I hate the word Teddy and climax in the same
And
sentence.
best of all, if you don't win the one-on-one tournament to the finish within the hour, the world will end. No punches pulled this time.
Damn.
I'll make myself clear so that no one misunderstands. This will not be taking place within the TV world. It will, in fact, take place in the reality which you occupy. Enjoy it while you can. Alrighty then. Time to show off how that special stage is going.
The video feed switches to something else. Uh-oh, they died for our sins. That would be chafing Aki's nipples. Everyone dies.
Was that Mitsuru-senpai?
Sonata-san, Ida-san, and Fuka-san too!
What will be the fate of our captured queen
He learned a lesson from his daddy, looks like, yeah.
Oh, and this is a no-fly zone. We don't have any room in the parking lot for that thing, so you'd better start walking to the battleground. As a little incentive, Persona! Kintoki Doji! Throw him a tomahawk!
With that last command from General Teddy, the monitor turns off. In a moment of silence, Kikuno-san shouts from the cockpit.
An alarm? No. There really is a missile coming our way.
Oh shit!
Evasive maneuvers. Brace yourselves.
A missile?
As soon as Kikuno-san shouts, the helicopter makes a sharp turn. We're all thrown to the side. Yes, he said Persona. I know, Dave. I know. Teddy should go in the meat grinder. I agree. There's a deafening roar, and the helicopter shakes madly, but recovers.
Are we hit? It barely missed, but there's a good chance that it will still detonate.
Barely.
It exploded! Wait, it's a firework?
Ah, oh, that asshole. Moments after the explosion, General Teddy's face was drawn in the night sky into colorful sparks. He even managed to capture his image, taunting us with his tongue sticking out.
He obviously missed on purpose. It was most likely fired from the direction of Inaba.
That is not funny at all! Is he trying to start a war or something? Wait, what is that? There's something in the distance. It's huge!
Kari-san points towards the shape of a gigantic building stretching towards the sky. Something red is writhing around in the bizarre structure, trying to envelop the town below it. It's red fog?
I'll zoom in.
Oh shit. Kikuno-san adjusts the monitor and has just been displaying General Teddy. I almost call him General Titty. General Teddy! Laughing face to show us enormous structure up ahead. I notice Yukari-san and Kenkan both tense up when they catch sight of it.
No way. This is just like Tartarus.
Searching data for Tartarus, results found. Labyrinth only appears during dark hour and a breeding ground for shadows. There's also a place where a powerful being was going to descend upon the world and bring destruction. Documents in my hand have a page dedicated to it as well. What I read confounds me. 3 years ago, when Mitsuru-san and her companions were in high school, something happened there. All I can gather is that they fought desperately in a tower called Tartarus that resembles one outside. And as the red fog grows thicker, the building that Kenkan and Yukari-san refer to as Tartarus begins to disappear in our view.
I'm sorry to do this, but I have to withdraw before we're shot down.
But we've come so far!
If they fire another one at us, I won't be able to dodge again. Even if it's only a firework, a direct hit can still bring us down.
Hold on, Kikuno-san. Can you drop low enough somewhere so we can get out?
There's no way. If we land, we'll be sitting ducks.
No, once we're out, you'll get out of here. You don't need to land.
What are you saying?
Please, do it. Don't worry. Remember, General Teddy asked us to come on foot. We'll manage somehow.
Understood. I'm looking for a landing site. There appears to be a large shopping center nearby.
June-ass time, motherfuckers! While dodging explosions from missiles flying mercilessly towards us, helicopter nosedives plunging us towards the ground as we move closer to Inaba.
Lever-san, please take this. It may be of use.
Ooh, a
It contains the
microstick.
data that was taken from the Ergonomics Research Laboratory's top secret files. The creator's name is Shuji Ikutsuki.
Oh, damn. Shuji Ikutsuki. That name, it was also the documents that Kikuno-san managed to give to me. He betrayed Mitsuru-san at the last moment 3 years ago and revealed himself as an enemy. Ever since the death of Koetsu Kirijo, patriarch of the Kirijo family 2 generations ago, this man took the lead in the terrible events relating to shadows. That is how dangerous the man is. But the documents also say Ikutsuki took his own life.
The file name was Project Puppet Master. I'm not entirely sure if that's a code or a description of the project.
Puppet Master. Could that be something to do with me and Aegis?
I was only able to decrypt a portion of it, but it seems to be data on an experiment involving a plume of dust.
An experiment with a plume of dust. So, why are you giving this to me?
It may assist you in determining the enemy's identity. Actually, I found traces of an unauthorized attempt to access this file from outside of the Ergo Research Network.
Oh
I
shit.
investigated this and found that the requests made to break in originated from this vicinity. likely from within Inaba itself.
Huh? So someone in Inaba knew about that research before all this started and was looking for it?
Kikono-san nods silently. Of all the files in the quarantine server to go after, this is the one that specifically was targeted. Then the hacker must have at least known that its presence there. The cyber attack wasn't done by an ordinary hacker who broke into the server and looked around out of curiosity, which means the hacker is probably either the culprit himself or someone connected to them.
The firewall prevented the intruder from accessing the file, but the attempted hacker didn't even try to cover their tracks.
What? Who would do this?
The hacker didn't even attempt to cover their access to the server? Could that mean that they wanted someone to know about the existence of this file, even if they failed to access it? That doesn't make much sense. Putting aside whatever doubts we have, Kikono-san continues on.
It was only in fragments, but the name Sho Minazuki appears many times in those files.
Who is he?
Sho Minazuki. I don't know that name. Could that possibly be the culprit? At the very least, there's no mistake that the person deeply related to this
I'll
case.
contact you once we crack the encryption, but in case it becomes difficult to transfer the data to you, I'll give you a copy.
Then I'll download that data into myself and take a look at the parts that you've managed to decrypt.
That would be for the best.
Gotcha.
Aw, Labras. Kikono-san hands me the memory card. I insert in my memory slot and save data in my internal memory. God damn! Imagine if she has a internal slot for also backing up PlayStation data. That'd be amazing. Just as Kikono-san says, most of the experiment records, one file remains cannot be read. Project Puppet Master. What is this file?
We'll be over at Junes Shopping Center in a moment. Everyone, prepare to disembark.
Hold on, over there. Isn't there someone on the rooftop?
Oh, we're getting some linking already. Up here in the distance, beyond the haze of the red fog, is Inaba's largest shopping center. My search reveals a place that belongs to a chain named Junes. A blurry figure can vaguely be seen on the roof. Yukon? For a moment, I think someone I know well. The height and physique and the shape of the roof didn't resemble anyone I know. Ken-kun raises a pair of binoculars to attempt to make out the figure's face. Oh.
That's impossible!
Huh? What's wrong?
It's... Ikutsuki. Huh?
Shuji Ikutsuki? That name leaves me at a loss for words. Perhaps he's mistaken. I open the door of the helicopter and a strong gust of wind blows in. I ignore the wind and lean out to get a better look at the person on the roof. Helicopter suddenly attacked by an unexpected direction. Vehicle sways alarmingly. It wasn't another missile. Now look again, I see another shape standing near the figure on the rooftop. I knew it.
We're under attack by a persona!
Doesn't make sense. According to the record, Shuji Ikutsuki was never able to use a persona. Is that man on the roof truly Ikutsuki's persona? Person?
The enemy's preparing for another attack. Incoming!
Before I can raise an objective, Kari-san fixes her eyes on the enemy and draws her evoker. As expected from someone who had been in actual combat for a whole year, she's quick to act.
Persona!
Kari-san's fingers flex around the trigger of the evoker, but an instant before she pulls it.
Huh?
Kari-san's persona appears, creating a whirlwind around the helicopter and repels the attackers.
What? I didn't even use my evoker yet.
Seeing Kari so bewildered sends a chill down my spine. Being able to summon a persona without necessary tool and aid is summoning. Zero-san and Akihiko-san reported a similar unpleasant experience when inside the TV world. But this isn't the TV world. Outlandish and threatening as the situation is, no doubt that we're in the real world. General Teddy's words come back to me.
I'll make myself clear so that no one misunderstands. This will not be taking place within the TV world. It will, in fact, take place in the reality which you occupy. Enjoy it while you can.
Don't tell me. This fog that's enveloping the town is the same fog on the other side of the TV?
What was that?
A new voice suddenly reaches my ears. Who was that? I look around in bewilderment. Did anyone actually talk? Am I hearing things? Ken-kun shouts, snaps back me into my thoughts.
He's winding up for another one. We're getting off, Koromaru.
Yukari-san still looks confused, but Ken-kun notices something and unbuckles the seatbelt with his spear at the ready. At this time, the helicopter descends close enough to the roof at Junes that people and dogs can easily jump down. Kuromaru-san growls and another persona appears. At the same time, Ken-kun leaps out of the cabin, stabbing at the enemy's persona closing in on us. Kuromaru-san's persona and Ken's spear both hit the attacking enemy at the same time, and Ken-kun drops on the roof unharmed.
It seems you're always taking on the responsibility of saving others, Yukari-san.
Seriously, it's like, again, really? But I'll take this one. After all, I save the world on a weekly basis.
Yeah! You didn't want any misunderstandings. Yeah, exactly. Kuromaru-san and Yukari-san drop out of the helicopter and nimbly land on the roof. Amazing. Their combat abilities are equal to those of weapons like me or Aegis. Even though they're secondary members of the Shadow Operatives, used only in times of emergency, it seems as if they're all been on that team the entire time. I quickly ready my axe and follow them.
Yukari-san, everyone, please, save Lady Mitsuru.
Damn. Action! When I look back up at the red sky landing, I see a helicopter gaining altitude and maintaining its balance. Thanks to Kikono-san's desperate resolve and her piloting skills, we managed to safely reach Inaba. Maid or dating? A little bit of A, a little bit of B. Ooh. I checked my surroundings and once more been praying for Kikono-san's safety. This is the Inaba branch of Junes, the department store chain. We're at the food court on the rooftop. Normally this would be plenty of people here, but given the current situation, it's obviously deserted.
Where did he go?
Ken-kun readies for his spear. Tries to peer into the fog. Oh god. Excuse me. Sorry. Making fog visibility is such a problem. I look around, ready to battle as well. Red Tactus should be nearby.
Hey, Ken-kun, did you really see Ikutsuki here a moment ago?
Yes. I didn't see him clearly, but there's no way I could have mistaken him.
Yeah, trauma does that to you.
That's impossible.
Impossible.
I mean, Shuji Ikutsuki is...
That's right, Shuji Ikutsuki died 3 years ago. And was just attacked by a persona. According to records, at that time, Ikutsuki had no persona.
At the very least, it looks like he's not nearby. We can't let our guard down yet, though.
She's right. I scan the area and read that no one else here besides the four of us. I say that as much as I lower our weapons in order to discuss our strategy.
and I are going to continue looking for him. If that really was Ikutsuki, there's no doubt that he's involved in this case.
That's true. Can you and Koro-chan go after that guy from earlier?
But that person seemed to be using a persona. Won't it be dangerous for you two going off on your own?
Two humans look surprised for a moment and trade glances. Did I see something odd?
Don't you worry about me and Koromaru. Even if we run into something we can't defeat, we'll find a way out of it.
And honestly, it's faster for us to split up. I am a bit worried, but I'm gonna believe in you guys.
They have an absolute faith in each other after having fought together for so long. It's not that they don't have concern for one another, but truly believe that they will accomplish their goals on their own. I wonder, will these people ever feel the same way about me? After all this time, I realize how time shared between Yukari-san and Ken-kun separates me from my companions.
So I'll head to the station to get Junpei. It didn't seem like he'd figured out the situation yet.
Huh? Weren't you talking to him on the phone earlier?
I was, but that idiot's phone ran out of batteries or something while we were still talking. But even if I can't rely on him to keep his phone charged, he's still good in a fight. So I have to meet up with him.
I see. He seems like kind of a goofball.
You have no idea, Labras.
Right? He's always been so useless. Huh? Did I say something funny?
Nah, not really. It just sounded like you were actually kind of fond of him.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah, I think you're right.
These people trust each other and they're always thinking of one another. And when one of them faces danger, the others always rush in to help them. Term comes to mind, ideal companions. I wonder how Yukon and his friends are doing. I have a feeling that this group and Mitsuru-san's group are going through similar problems after all. I mean, just dogging his ass. Yeah, I know. You know they're true friends when they just roasting each other.
What about you, Labras? What'll you do?
hope Mitsuru-san and the others are okay. Could you please go right to that tower? We'll head over there too as soon as we can.
Kari-san and Ken-kun look at me. Ah, it doesn't matter to them if I haven't known them for very long. They see me as a companion and trust me.
It's decided then. Labras, you head to that tower. Oh, also, something felt off when I summoned my persona earlier. You might want to be careful.
You felt it too? It was like, well, it felt like the evoker wasn't working, didn't it?
Yeah, it might be that we can summon our personas without our evokers.
In any case, we should get moving. If what General Teddy said is true, we don't have much time to spare.
Got it. If anything happens, let's meet at the bottom of the tower. Be careful, both of you.
Kari-san and I leave Ken-kun on the roof and head to the stairs. She and I split up not long after. All of us firmly believe that we'll see each other safely once more.
Wait for us, Mitsuru-san.
I ran at my full speed and turned my eyes towards the looming tower. I will rescue her. Alright, let's see what Junpei's up to. It's Junpei time. And now we go this way.
Now's the time you've all been waiting for. It's obvious who the game's MVP will be. The man whose Grand Slam won it in the night, Junpei Iori.
Baseball's really big in Japan, by the way.
Congratulate your team on winning the WBC.
And no, it's not the real Teddy, Dave.
Thank you very much.
What was going through your mind as you entered that batter's box for that last at-bat?
My only thought was how I would lead my team to victory.
Ah, so it's your great focus that led to this result. Still, that was an amazing home run.
All I can say is I got lucky with that hit.
That swing at the critical moment, I got so excited I almost forgot to give the play-by-play.
Anime Shaggy!
I thought it would. I'm very pleased with the result.
Wow,
Anime Shaggy.
You're so modest. No wonder they call you the Ace Slugger, Junpei. By the way, is there anyone you'd like to dedicate this victory to?
Well, I'd like to dedicate that Grand Slam to my precious girl who's always supported me through thick and thin.
Chidori.
I know that I can be a burden on you. I'm not the greatest, but will you marry me?
Yaso Inaba, end of the line. Yaso Inaba.
Sorry, sir, but this is the end of the line.
Oh, I was dreaming.
Aww. And you notice the necklace he's wearing? That's Chidori's also. Thanks so much for waking me up right at the best part. Step off the train at the unfamiliar station in the countryside with a little resentment towards the station worker. Let's see here. Man, that's a tough name to make out. How am I supposed to pronounce that? Oh, it's written out underneath in kanji.
Oh, it's Yaso Ina, but wait, where is this?
Oh my god.
Huh. Let's see what the shuttle train schedule is.
I checked the train schedule and feel myself slipping into despair. Seriously? There aren't many more trains leaving the station? That was the final train of the night?
I've really done it now.
He was dreaming, yo. Great feeling that only a moment ago withers away at once. What the hell, man? How'd this happen? Let's see. I worked a full-time shift at my job today. The kids had a game after that.
If you get a hit, you'll be a hero. Are you gonna try for a home run?
It's the afternoon and the long holiday weekend. Normally I'd be busy with my part-time job and top secret missions, but on days off I transform into an excellent coach for the boys' baseball team. This is our first game in a while, so I want to make sure these kids win somehow. The game's coming to the end and one run away from tying up the score. I'm talking with Goro, our cleanup hitter, who's getting too much of a swelled head over his position to actually focus on the game. Even if he could get in a clean hit, he'd never be able to do it like this.
Of course I am. You made me the cleanup hitter after all. I'm making this a home run, no matter what.
You're gonna fuck up, kid.
Watch your mouth, kid, or you'll scare the ball away. Now listen up. don't try to act cool. Just play like you normally would. The team's counting on you.
Yeah, don't worry. Junpei did not breed. We're safe, everyone. We're safe. Goro stops boasting and turns towards the bench. The other kids are cheering, Goro at the top of their lungs.
Goro, keep your eye on the ball. You can hit it. The pitcher's totally freaked out.
See, a hero doesn't just hit homers all the time. Even if you mess up, there's guys behind you waiting to help. Now loosen up and do your best. Gotcha.
Goro's face loses the gruff facade that he's been wearing since he begins to focus. Here we go. Now that's how it should be.
Hey, you're supposed to call me Coach, you screwball. Make sure you stay loose.
I finish off by giving a bit of a hard smack at Goro's butt with my bat before sending him off to the batter's butt. You know, reading it wrong, it'd be more funny if he literally just did a big swing, hit the kid in the butt, and launched him to the batter's box. Goro keeps his eye on the ball and lands direct hit, sending the ball flying out past the outfielders. All right, we're tied. Goro's standing in second base with a huge grin waving at us. Yeet the child. Just yeet the child. But we ended up losing in the end. All the kids cried. I cried too, of course. God damn. Oh well, it happens. At least the kids have grown closer as a team. So that's good enough for me.
That was so close, guys. You almost won. All right, let's start practicing again tomorrow. Now, I want you all to remember this at least. If you all work together, you'll never be beat. Okay, we're done for today.
After the game, I said some final words as a coach. If you all work together, you'll never be beat. And that was it. Man, even I think that's an awesome speech. Ah, yeah. Thinking back to it now, I'm honestly proud I came up with it. I bet the kids are still carrying that moment around in their heads. Probably not.
Yeah, I'm such an awesome coach. It's really worthwhile.
There's no subtlety to you, dude. Damn. Oh, geez, he does coaching and he freaking works night shifts? That sucks. Because I'm still just underage. I'm not an official member of Mitsuru Senpai's Shadow Operatives. But I've been playing a very active part in some of their investigations. Get sent out from time to time to check up on scenes with low-level shadow ratings I've been detected. Yeah, the missions are pretty plain, but I'm satisfied with them in my own way. Yeah, he's a hard worker. We'll give him that. You know what? That's actually really good character development for him, because he was a lazy fucker in the original. And then again, when I do get sent out, most of the time it's nothing at all. Just as I told the kids, it's about putting out a consistent effort every day. It goes for anything. Not like I get these missions every day, so in the meantime I spend a lot of time on my part-time jobs. Even though it's kids baseball, renting field and paying for rides to away games gets surprisingly expensive. I gave up on that dream, but I do love teaching baseball to kids. It's really fun. Aww! He gave up on being a pro player, but he's like, you know what? But I want to teach it to kids. That's good enough. It's like, that. You know what? That's admirable.
Man, it's like I'm finally starting to enjoy my youth after all this time. Crap. I'm starting to feel sleepy.
Oh, he burnt out. And that leads to where I am right now. Not only did I completely miss my stop, but I can't even get back home. I'm in a tight squeeze here.
I just fall asleep like that. I can't believe I slept through so many stops either. Seriously.
Yeah, even Junpei had to grow up. Good for him, though. I decided to leave the station for the time being. Something basic, vending machines outside and nothing else. Actually kind of impressive. Crap, this is really bad. Something doesn't happen soon. It looks like I'm gonna end up sleeping outside.
What the heck am I gonna do now? Guess I better call somebody and hope.
Pull up my phone, call up anyone I could think of, get right out of here. And surprise, it's not on. I pray the battery didn't die. And I was on the train, hold the power button in. It turns on! No, the battery's in the red. I might not be able to make a single call at this point. Things never turn out well when it is bad, but suddenly the ringtone echoes of the empty place.
Oh. Hello?
Finally! Hey, Junpei, what were you doing? I've been calling you this whole time.
It's Yucatan. How long has she been trying to call me? So maybe she got dumped by her boyfriend and needs a shoulder to cry on or something. Wait, does she even have a boyfriend? She sounds really pissed for some reason, but she's almost always like this after all. God damn! I'm starting to enjoy my youth at the age of 37. Yeah, Dave, you joke, but that was actually me at 35. The most important thing right now is charging this phone.
Yucatan, can we not talk about that now? My battery's about to die. Hey, what's that noise in the background? It's super loud.
Your phone's about to die? What's wrong with you? Mitsuru-senpai, Akihiko, Fuka, and Igus have gone missing. We're in a helicopter to find them.
They're missing? A helicopter?
We've looked in tons of places for them, but we can't find them. Anyway, where are you right now, Junpei?
Hold on a second. This doesn't make any sense at all. Tsuru-senpai and others went missing, and now Yukatan's in the helicopter flying to find them? This is too much information at once. I turn around and check the name of the station again.
Somewhere called Yasoina something? I fell asleep on the train and missed my stop, and now I'm stuck out in the boonies.
You're at Yaso Inaba Station? Why?
Huh? Why is she so surprised? I didn't even know why I'm here. Okay, fine. It's because I slept through my stop.
Yucatan, the battery's going.
Fine, just wait there. We'll come get you. I'm with Kenkun and Koro-chan, and we've got Labrys here too. She's Igus' sister.
Huh? What was that? Lahu? Well, whatever. I'll just find a convenience store and...
Phone died. I consider that I should do now, and then again, I'm worried about Mitsuru-senpai too. I'll just have to buy a cheap charger at the gas station or something and call Yucatan back. He's still a dum-dum. Good to know. Junpei, you can get killer meatball here. Yeah! This may be out of the boonies, but they got to be a convenience store open around here. Start walking around the road in search of an open store, and after walking some time, I finally see a familiar lighted sign in the distance. Mail Mart!
Nice.
Oh my god, Juicy definitely shops there.
Maybe I should get myself something to eat.
I'm going to give heart hands to Mr. Revan 7, Chris. He's great. Nice, I just wanted, just what I wanted. I'm starving too, so maybe I should get myself something to eat. Finally, with some relief over finding a store, my steps grow lighter. That's when the lights ahead suddenly go out. Ooh, that's ominous.
Tell me they're closed. What kind of convenience store isn't open 24/7 these days?
Junpei, have you ever been to London, Ontario? You're welcome. No, that's not right. It's not just a convenience store. All the street lights and lights in the house have gone out as well. And somehow the people I saw outside the store all vanished too. Even more strange, it didn't get pitch black out. Everything's illuminated in a hazy red light.
What the hell?
There's something familiar about the side of the town suddenly falling silent. It's not quite right to call it nostalgic, but it's like a crazy thing that should have stopped 3 years ago. The dark hour. Talk about deja vu. First time I experienced the dark hour back then, I was in a convenience store. Akihiko-senpai rescued me that time.
Oh, there you are, Junpei.
Oh shit. Ominous music plays. A voice from behind me makes me turn around and I see a girl dressed in all pink. Is that Yucatan? What's got in her? She's dressed rather odd. There's no mistaking her voice. Yucatan stops a short distance away at me and glares. She looks pissed. Is it because I left the station when she told me to wait there? Even then, she seems way too angry.
Hey, Yucatan! I'm making an effort at least, so... But hey, Mitsuru-senpai's gone missing? What's going on?
Damn, she's really pissed. Steady, Junpei. Okay. When you're pitching a real hard case, you know to throw outside the strike zone just to test the waters. Throw them off their game. See how they react, right? Yeah, I'm a genius.
So, you look great, huh? Is that your, feather pink outfit? Are you doing an autograph tour out here? Come meet the Feathermen.
I tried throwing my best curveball. She still looked like she's just as mad. Oh, crap.
You never shut up, do you? You're nothing but a minor character. A mook, a minion, a loser. Just die and let the world have your body back?
Now that's a little rude.
Hey, what? Aren't you being crueler than usual?
Ugh, it
punishment! Bring on the ring!
That's a little mean. Yucatan suddenly raises a hand and she delivers a cheesy line. With that, 4 red pillars fall from the sky, stab the ground around us, forming a fighting ring? I don't know what's going on, but this suddenly feels real dangerous. I place my bag on the ground and pull out my favorite bat and take a cautious stance.
You're a quick learner for an idiot.
Jeez!
No wonder you're a member of the Shadow Operatives.
I look around and search for the source of the voice. I see a television dangling from a telephone pole with a... What is that? Round body, doofy hat, cape, and a cane. Is this some local station cartoon mascot I don't know about? He's saying something about General Teddy. What? That's his name? Why would a TV be hanging from a pole like that?
Who the hell are you? I don't know what's going on, so you better explain yourself. If this is some prank show, it's not funny.
You really are a yucky idiot. Now let's begin Operation World Destruct... I mean, the one-on-one P1 Climax!
P1 Climax?
I'm not in the mood to drag this out, so I'll just give a short rundown. The rules are simple. Win and you get to move on. Lose and you're stuck here.
Huh? You mean I have to fight Yucatan?
Oh, you really are kicking the ass. If you're not gonna do this, then hurry up and die. Here we go! Persona!
Shadow Yukari's terrifying. A gust of wind blows and I recognize Yucatan's persona before me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Not only are we fighting, but we're also doing it with our personas? This doesn't make any sense. I have my evoker with me. When I look back at Yucatan, she already had her bow drawn and pointed at me. Oh man, she's completely ready for this.
Well, hold on, Feather Pink. We can talk this out. I mean, you shouldn't be pointing that at people.
My desperate plea in vain, and Yucatan shoots an arrow at me with no hesitation. Managed to dodge away just in time. Nice aim. I mean, wait.
Stop moving around, Junpei. Just give up now and let me kill you.
What the hell did I do to deserve this? Looks like I'm gonna have to run. While avoiding the arrows raining down on me, I start a mad dash towards the train station.
Ow! What the heck?
That's what I said! Only the victor can leave the area. Now hurry up and get this fight started!
I reach out to where I hit something, and sure enough, there's an invisible wall there. Guess I can't go beyond the red pillars. Does this mean I'm seriously in trouble here?
I hope you're prepared. Face me, evildoer. You're no match for Feather Pink. Strike out batter.
Strike out batter? What the hell does that mean? They get promoted from generic bad guy to villain out of the blue? Well, I guess I'll just have to fight a bit. Pray it's enough to knock Yucatan back to her senses.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. How dare you, Featherman? I, Lord Junpei, will strike you down.
All right, here we go. Kumite time. Look, not Teddy.
Finally.
Okay. I just slid. Woo! There we go, there we go, there we go.
The Mook wins! Keep that up and keep winning!
Who are you calling a mook? Wait, Yucatan!
Ooh, gurgly, gurgly, gurgly. Ah, mint. The red pillars shatter. Yucatan suddenly starts melting away like a black piece of candy. Just then, what looks like golden grains of sand fly up in the air and flow across the sky. Not all games can get away with a man holding a baseball bat over an unconscious woman. Women. That costume guy on the monitor disappeared. Does this mean that the invisible walls I ran into are gone now too? Maybe?
What was that just now? It wasn't a dream, right? I slept a ton on the train after all.
I pinch myself and look around. Ow! Lights are still out in the city and there's no one around. Could this really be the dark hour? The way that Yucatan disappeared seems familiar too.
Was that a shadow?
Then, was that a fake Yucatan? The convenience store lights went out right around midnight, I think. Past midnight. Reminds me of the dark hour that was our battlefield 3 years ago.
Did the dark hour come back?
At the stroke of midnight, the world seemingly stopped in time, and that world becomes a place where only persona-using people like us can move around. During that time, people disappear and shadows show up instead. Normal people don't even notice that this time exists. At the very least, the situation looks a lot like the dark hour.
Wait a sec. How'd I use my persona without an evoker?
Those with potential like this are able to summon personas by resolving ourselves to death. But in order to acquire a trigger for such a resolve, we use these things called evokers that are shaped like guns. But during that fight, I was able to summon my persona. Oh my god. Trimetagist, whatever. Just by thinking about it in my head. Feels like it's more dangerous than the dark hour. If that's the case, it could be the disappearance of Mitsuru Senpai and the rest related to this phenomenon.
Is that General Teddy guy behind this? We'd better step barefully.
Take a shot. That costume dude told me to keep winning. I don't know anything about this town. Well, just staying around here isn't going to do me any good. So I guess I should head back to the station for now. That's where the real Yucatan told me to wait.
Let's see here. Which way was it?
Start walking the way I came, but something's obviously wrong. I mean, I don't think it took me this long to get from the station to the store. Might just be because of the fog, but the street poles in the street look distorted. Maze that changes every time you look at it. And itself reminds me of the past. Was that a girl who needs help? Somebody might be getting attacked by something similar to that monstrous Yucatan. I mean, the monster that looked like Yucatan. If that really was a shadow, then there's no way I can ignore this. I'm a shadow operative's lethal weapon, after all. I look towards where I heard the sound coming from and see a giant shopping center. The one you find in the suburbs. The sign says Juness. Everyday young life.
Oh, hey,
Your
I know that
Juness.
store. Every day's great.
Oh, great. I don't remember that place from moments ago, and I'm positive I heard the girl's scream come from there. She needs me to rescue her.
Hang on, I'm coming. Shadow Operative Junpei Iori is on the scene.
I force open a stuck automatic door with my hands and almost trip over a number of things while I run into the building. Breaking and enter in Juness. Nice. I love out of context quotes. Oh shit! Margaret, you get a story. We all get a story. Okay, Margaret. Let me know what we need to do. Resident Evil. Edgey walks around aimlessly like a fool. That was
There
me on
appears to be
Thursday.
quite a commotion.
Sister?
Theo!
What is going on in the outside world?
Oh, best boy. I love Theo.
I believe you could say that those kids' ordeal is still continuing.
An ordeal, you say?
Yes. In other words, mankind's potential is being tested.
Theo legitimately is pure himbo. I love him.
Potential? Sister, where might Elizabeth be right now?
An ordeal, you say?
Abandoning the duties given to us by our master and going out into the outside world is normally forbidden to us. Why did Elizabeth go through all that just to head out into the outside world? I'm sorry. It was presumptuous of me to ask.
Add quote. Theo is legitimately pure himbo.
I suddenly feel thirsty. Do you feel like drinking a cola?
A cola, you say?
My, don't tell me that you don't know what that is.
Of course I do. Elizabeth told me about it. An ebon monster compressed into a metal cylinder, waiting for the moment its prison is released to spring into the eyes of the unwary spewing foam.
Quite. Well then, I task you with the acquisition of about 100 of these colas.
Oh my god, she's legitimately just geeking him to do busy work right now. That's great. Now I want a family reunion with the attendants. That would be the Q series. If I can get a way for that to work in certain ways, we may consider that one at some point. Stop saying you say.
You want me to do this? But cola only exists in the outside world.
Outside world's scary.
I merely ask for the cola. How and where you perform your task is at your discretion, even if it takes you into the outside world.
Sister.
Yes, what is it?
While I'm out, may I go see what's going on outside?
That would be none of my business. All I asked you to do is go on an errand for me. Shouldn't you hurry? Our master will be returning soon.
Yes, I'll go at once.
What a himbo.
I guess it can't be helped that he's drawn to the outside world right now. This current aberrance in the outside world is centered on that red-haired guest. And Persona users have gathered to it, as if caught up in that fate. Even my heart races just thinking about it. It's troublesome having siblings so brimming with curiosity.
Who are you talking to, Margaret? Margaret, are you talking to me? Oh, she's talking to us. She acknowledges us, guys. Alright, we cleared that. Okay. Okay, we're gonna start with Ken. Oh, whoa! Actually, I'm a little curious. Let me just zoom out. Eventually, oh, that's wow. They got a lot of branching on this one, but it's also like the quicker of them too. That's pretty cool. Okay, we're gonna go into Ken here. Let's go.
Another dead end.
I sigh for the umpteenth time that day. Kuramaru and I trade glances. Margaret does not agree with the fourth wall. While searching for that mysterious figure that appeared to look so much like Ikutsuki, I ended up in the Samigawa floodplain that flows through Inaba. Went down the stairway in Junis without incident, but there was a town shrouded in red mist. Every path twisted like a maze, turning us away from the direction we wanted to go. Having gone for so long without finding any meaningful information was starting to worry me a little. In any case, this entire situation. Town filled with red fog at the stroke of midnight, turning in another world, the appearance of another tower that looks like the Tartarus.
Careful, Kuramaru. At this rate, I wouldn't be surprised if we ran into shadows.
Kuramaru seems to nod. Still, is this really like the Dark Hour? It never truly ended. While I had been living my life in peace like a child, the world is still in danger. Now that I think about it, how much of Persona is just happy Japanese Lovecraft stories? You know what? Well, other than Persona 3 is more sad Japanese Lovecraft stories. But yeah, they're kind of like Lovecraftian in a way, too. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I can't wait to play Royale at some point on here. It's going to be a lot of fun. Well, I was left out in the cold.
Why didn't anyone tell me anything? I'm definitely strong enough to fight beside everyone else. Being removed from the unit just because of my age isn't fair. Who's there?
I shout out the fog. The shape nonchalantly walks out of the mist towards us. Kuramaru begins to growl.
You're irritated about it.
Ken has a lot of parallels to Naoto, because no one takes Naoto seriously either.
Is that me?
The shape turns out to be two figures, me and Kuramaru. Looks like we're looking at a mirror.
What's the meaning of this? Even if you try to deceive us with those appearances, it's no use.
I feel a wave of malevolence from the shadow that took my form. Ready my spirit to take a fighting stance. I'm not deceived. This is definitely the enemy.
Being a child only on the surface. Peaceful only on the surface. Friends only on the surface. Aren't such things only nuisances? Shut up! I know how you feel because I'm you. Or to be more precise, I'm a perfect copy based on everything there is to you. That's why I can tell what you're thinking, what dissatisfies you, and how much you desire to fight.
So what? What does what I'm thinking have anything to do with you?
I can't help but raise my voice to the other me says. It's as if he could see straight through my heart and say exactly what hurts me the most. I can feel my hands trembling in agitation. I have to calm down. That's the thing, isn't me.
It does involve me. I mean, you want to fight, don't you? Then we have the same objective.
What?
Blink, blink, blink.
Persona.
Oh shit. Fork.
Crap!
Kuromao's sharp barking brings me to my senses. An enemy appears to have summoned a persona, one exactly like mine, Kalam Nami. It attacks, striking directly at me. It's too close. I can't dodge. Hey, Kanji! What am I doing? I need to focus. I desperately try to sort out what just happened. Somebody tall jumped in front of me. Did he protect me? The person was just struck dead on by a persona's attack, falls heavily to his knees. I'm instantly reminded of the other time when someone else died protecting me. Effing chat for Shinjiro. I made the same mistake again.
Damn it! Hey kid, what are you walking your dog around here for? Such a goddamn adorable dog, too.
I love Kanji.
That wasn't what I meant to say. Hurry up and find somewhere safe. Things are dangerous here right now.
You're...
I stared dumbfounded at the man who shielded me. This must be Kanji Tatsumi from the Inaba persona users described in the files I went over during the helicopter fight. He seems okay. That's a relief. Actually, he appears to have a lot of energy to spare. Must really be tough.
Kanji-kun, here comes another! Sukuna Hikuna! Go!
Naoto! Sound of a heavy collision echoes across the floodplain. Fake Kuromaru tries to attack Kanji-san, but it was hit by a persona of another person who came running towards us through the fog. That's Naoto Shirogane, another persona user in Inaba.
You were being reckless again. Are you alright?
Naoto, grab the kid and get out of here. I'll take care of this.
Bravery and recklessness are not the same thing. We'll do something about this.
Naoto-san turns to face me. Does this persona know me?
You're Kanemata, a member of the Shadow Operatives Emergency Special Suppression Unit, correct? And you're Kuromaru-san. Please lend us your help. We want to return this town to its normal state.
Huh? Shadow operatives? You a persona user too? Wait, does that mean the dog's got a persona too?
Kanji's so happy!
Looks like we have some more shitty ghosts. Fine, whatever. Just hurry up and make a decision. Which of you is fighting?
I'm sure some Americans are currently experiencing that quote in when Thanksgiving rolls around. The joy of Kuromaru.
You don't have to fight, but your captured companions are having their powers drained, and things may become irreversible if you don't hurry.
What? What are you doing to them?
Who knows? Why don't you find out for yourselves? In any case, bring on the ring.
When the other me raises his spear into the air, 4 shining pillars fall from the sky surrounding us, glowing faintly.
Yeah, a barrier!
Indeed. It must mean that unless we fight and win, we won't be able to proceed any further.
Oh good, you understand. That makes things easier. This will be a one-on-one battle. You started fighting already? I can't wait any longer.
Cut the bullshit, you fake! You just said it was one-on-one, so what's with the dog?
What, this? The mud hardly counts. He's just a weapon after all.
How dare you insult the bestest boy! Kanji-san and Naoto-san are standing between me and the devil, as if to protect me. I step forward past them. I'd been too naive. Not only did I let this thing's words deceive me, but I let myself make the same mistakes as I had before. Even worse, he just called Kuromaru nothing more than a weapon. Dun! It's been a while since I felt this emotion. I can't let this go unpunished.
Been too conceited. I didn't understand anything at all.
Ken-kun?
Naoto, don't butt into this. Comes a time when a man's gotta do what a man's gotta do.
Fuck yeah!
Ken, huh? I got your back, so settle this for yourself.
Kanji-san takes a seat on the ground. Naoto-san sees this and then holsters a gun and nods to me. It's so awkward, but I'm thankful for their kindness right now.
Thank you. I will do this. Let's go, Koromaru.
Yeah! We'll burn that bread. As I raise my spear, the image of someone standing protectively in front of me resonates within. From back then, and again just now. The shadow that looked like me stands before me. If I defeat it, I wonder if I'll be able to change. Oh, time to burn my bread. Because he burned my beans. Evil Kuromaru's scary. Also, Kuromaru has red eyes, but he's not a demon because he's a good boy. Oh, I'm burning my bread. Yes.
Here I come.
I'm like Galford. Don't forget me and Puffy. Fork, fork. How dare you punch my dog, you motherfucker. Y'all know Kuromaru's best boy. I have dog combos, y'all. Dog combos. Look how cute Kuro is. Also, in my Persona Q games, I got a little plushie Kuro, and it's wonderful. Just as the document said, the two of them were summoned in their summoning their personas without having using evokers. Because of that, I thought that perhaps I'd be able to do as well, and I was right. But being able to summon personas like this should only be possible in the TV world. Is something changed to make this place the same as the other world? While I was thinking about that, I watched the thing that had taken my shape melt in a puddle like a burning candle. Kuromaru sniffs suspiciously at the puddle of black goo and barks once more before pissing on it.
A shadow?
Huh? I thought somebody's shadow was supposed to turn into a persona when you beat it.
Kanji-kun, didn't you notice it wasn't a shadow that came out of Ken-kun? It must have been a fake created to bear his likeness. The most obvious evidence of that is how both fighters were able to summon personas in battle.
Defeating your own shadow makes them into your persona? I see. So that's how you acquired the power of personas.
Huh? That's not how it went for you guys?
Yes, we do things a little differently. In any case, thank you.
We shoot ourselves in the head in our house. Thank you very much. In Minecraft, obviously, in Minecraft.
It's fine.
Kanji-kun, are you alright?
I'm sorry. It's my fault that you got hurt.
Hey, it's nothing. But, to make up for it...
Yes, what is it?
You think maybe I could, like, pat you on the back or something?
What?
I suddenly remember something. According to the material I read in the helicopter, participants of the P1 Grand Prix were all given nicknames that were embarrassing. A kernel of truth? And if I recall correctly, Kanji's was Beefcake Emperor. What does exactly that mean? He's not hitting on Ken. He wants to pet the dog.
It's amazing! Oh my god, he's an albino Shiba! He's totes adorbs! Shiba!
I love it! Aww.
Oh, you meant Koromaru.
Huh? Who else? Who's a good dog? Who's got himself a persona? Is it you?
We don't have time for this, Kanji-kun. Perhaps later.
Right. Sorry about that, Kuro-chan.
Kanji-san gently lets Kuromaru go and pulls himself together before
There's
turning to
something
me.
I'd like to ask you, Ken-kun. Did you see the Midnight Channel broadcast that came
Oh
on
my
earlier?
god, Kanji's the fucking best.
The one where Mitsuru-san and her friends were crucified, right? Was that for real?
I saw it while we were in the helicopter. We were searching for them after they went missing.
Okay, look. I mean, we'd all react like that to a very adorable dog. Let's just be honest, okay? Okay? I mean, I do that with cats, too. I don't care if they scratch my eyes out. I'd go, little kitty. You know what? There's been mountain lion sightings here in my city as well. And you know my final words are going to be, oh my god, Kitty!
I see. Then it's quite possible that what was shown on the Midnight Channel was true.
I have no conclusive evidence that the video was real, but we ought to consider that it was. If that fake me wasn't lying, then they're in danger. We have to hurry and rescue them.
Dave, our mascot character in Persona 5 is a cat. Cat that tells us to go to sleep all the time, but that's okay.
Indeed. Please allow me to get a better grasp of the situation first. Are there any other members of the Shadow Operatives here?
There are 3 of us, including me. Oh, and if we manage to meet up with another one who might be here, that would make 4. I came with Yukari-san and Labra-san. It seems that Junpei-san got here on his own as well. We split up at Junes, and we're now on the move separately. Labra-san headed to the tower, and Yukari-san went to find Junpei-san. Koromaru and I are... we're pursuing someone in particular.
Someone in particular? Is this person related to the case?
I don't know yet, but I'm positive that he attacked our helicopter.
I see. All right then. Is there anything you know about what's happening in this town and that tower that suddenly appeared?
Natsu-san points to the tower looming out in the fog. Tower dimly illuminated by the red light in the moon, and there is an eerie silence, just like back then.
Is this reminiscent of the dark hour that you have experience with?
The dark hour. Hearing those words come out of Natsu-san's mouth baffle me. What's happening here in Inaba is quite similar to the dark hour. The appearance of the tower, the shadows. No matter how you think about it, there's no denying the similarities between the case and the 3 years ago. I speak from experience. Yeah, Dave does not know Morgana. Can't find ignorance, but how much am I allowed to tell them about what happened 3 years ago? Seeing me hesitate, Natsu-san looks serious for a moment before quietly speaking up.
You do know something, but it's difficult to explain. Is that accurate?
Yes, I'm sorry.
I can understand well why you're keeping your lips tight, but...
This abnormality may be a continuation of the case that I've been involved in. If that's so, I feel guilty about dragging these innocent people into it. Is that how Mitsuru-san always feels? As I'm lost to thought, Kanji slaps me on the back.
Hey, stop playing hard to get and just spill the beans already. You know you can count on us.
Kanji-kun's right. Mitsuru-san and the others are close to us too. They must be saved as quickly as possible. Don't we have the same objective here? And there's no reason that we shouldn't be cooperating with each other.
Close to you.
Since they called the people I care for close to them as well, it seems to be seriously worried about them. I don't feel the need to hide anything from them anymore. These people saved me without regard for their own safety, after all.
I see. So that's what happened. Even the document I read reported that Shuji Akutsuki had died. What is going on here?
We exchange what information we have, which we each have. Our struggle from 3 years ago, ordinary people never understand my story. Natsu-san and Kanji-san listen to me with serious expressions. And likewise, I hear their struggle of last year. Natsu-san tells me about their own experience as something most people would have had trouble comprehending as well. We come to understand that we've gained through our struggles is the same. The feelings that me, Yukari-san, Labra-san, even Kuromaru had when descending into Inaba, and Kanji-san and Naoto-san's feelings about fighting are now the same. We're all fighting to protect something precious to us.
All right. If that's the case, then it'd be fastest if we just charge straight into that tower. Go!
Hold on. We should head to Junes for now. It's possible that the others have gathered there. And your injuries are considerable, Kanji-kun. I'll accompany you.
Huh? Don't I have any say in?
Kanji-kun.
Fine.
What will you do, Ken-kun? Coming to Junes with us is one idea.
Kanji-san's hurt pretty badly. This is my fault for letting my guard down. Still, would it be right to leave them and continue the tower alone, just as I'm worried about the others? I still haven't found Akutsuki either. What's the right answer here? What can I do in this situation?
Hey, what's the hold up? It should be a no-brainer for you.
Huh?
Your buddies are in danger, so you want to go save them, right? And stop wasting your time thinking about it and go.
Kanji-san.
There's no need to be concerned about us. We'll keep an eye out for anyone resembling Akutsuki on our way to Junes. There's no time. You need to hurry. Once we've met up with our friends, we'll find you again.
Thank you. Koromaru and I will head to that tower.
Ha! That's all you had to say from the start. Careful, though. Another fake might try to jump you like the one here did.
Yes, I know. I won't let my guard down anymore.
I look at Kanji-san straight in the eye. He's a tall guy, but I only have to look up a little to do so. 3 years ago, I was still in elementary school, and I looked up at my taller senpai and strove to become like them. He drank his milk, yo! Since then, I'm supposed to become impatient without realizing it. I lose sight with what was around me. I felt as if I was the only one being left behind.
Now get going!
Kanji-san tussles my hair and pushes my hand, pushes a hand on my shoulder.
Please be careful, you two.
Kanji's such a good big brother, oh my god. With a slight feeling of embarrassment and yet nostalgia, I run off with Kuramaru. And there are other Persona users besides my senpai from Gecko and High. And they're a little closer to my age, too. The new meeting and new companions, I'm sure it's not just my imagination, but my heart feels a little lighter now. As I turn the corner, a view opens up before me. I see a slope heading to the tower up on the hill. Aww. Alright. Now we're just gonna zoop a boop back up to Yukari. Everything is still, and it feels like I'm being left behind in the flow of time.
Like I thought, there's something wrong with the entire town. This is just like the dark hour.
The dark hour. Leaving the fog aside, the town situation is very similar to back then. There's a small pang in my heart when I think back to some long-forgotten sensations. I don't feel anxious. Just like back then, I'm going to save people close to me.
Anyway, I've got to meet up with Junpei so we can look for Mitsuru-senpai and the others.
That's easy enough to say, but the entire town has become something like a maze, and I'm having trouble getting close to the station. Leaving the others at June S, I've walked quite a distance.
Oh, I wonder if everyone's okay. I'm worried about Kikuno-san too. If only Fuka was here.
The sound of the helicopter faded away quickly after it left. Town is oddly quiet. I'm actually glad that there aren't any people around though. Since I don't have any time to change, I'm still in my feather pink costume. Didn't bother me much when I was in the helicopter. Just imagining rocking around like this where other people might see me would be embarrassing beyond belief.
That's quite a bizarre look you have there, Yukari.
Mitsuru-senpai?
I see the familiar silhouette through the fog. Wait, what? Why is she dressed like a villain from my show? I mean, I know she's never been all interested in fashion, but in any case, I'm relieved to see her.
Thank goodness you're okay. Are Fuka and Akihiko-senpai with you too? Where's Aigis?
Who knows? Most likely disgracing herself in some unsightly way somewhere. She's capable of getting herself killed on her own.
Goddamn.
Mitsuru-senpai?
Don't you think so? You came to this place to do battle to begin with. Isn't that so, Yukari Takeba?
Something's not right. I recall something in the files about previous P1 Grand Prix. When two people would meet, their words would be twisted, enraging them until their fight ensued. Is that what's happening here?
Mitsuru-senpai, are you alright? Are you really hearing what I'm saying?
Forgive me. We're both under the same circumstances, so let's get along. We were both released from those foolish restraints of our fathers, after all.
That repulsive laugh causes something to snap within me. Dad, I don't care if this is a trap or not. Before I realize it, I'm shouting back at Mitsuru-senpai.
Don't play games with me. You promised me that we'd fulfill our dad's wishes, that we'd have them watch over us as we work together.
Hold it right there! Please stop fighting over me!
Motherfucking Teddy!
What the?
The strange round object bounced between us. Huh? Somebody in a costume? Wait, I remember seeing this in the files that Kikuno-san had prepared for us. This is the Persona user from Inaba. I think a person wearing it is named Teddy. Wait, it's talking now?
Wowza! I was drawn to the smell of beauties, but here's a couple that are dressed kinda weird.
Yeah, okay. I may not be dressed very sensibly right now, but you're the one wearing a full-body animal suit. That's true.
But this isn't Mitcha. It's a complete fake trying to mimic Michan's beautiful bod!
Michan? You mean Mitsuru Senpai? Hold on a sec. A fake?
That's right! This Michan is made of shadows and
The proper reaction to Teddy. Just then, Mitsuru Senpai kicks Teddy square in the face, and the suit goes flying with tremendous force and bursts into the edge of the street. He doesn't move a muscle from there. Wonder if he's still alive.
Now bring on the ring.
Presenting. This may be a fake Mitsuru Senpai, but it looks exactly like the real thing. She raises her hand. 4 polos fall down from the sky and slam on the ground, surrounding us. Just then, I noticed Mitsuru Senpai's eyes are shining in a bright, burning golden color.
Are you really a fake Mitsuru Senpai?
Yes. I didn't intend to hide that fact from recreated from exactly Mitsuru. What?
You took Mitsuru Senpai's form and mocked my dad! I will not forgive this!
I'm in a simple fit of rage. A phenomenon similar to the Dark Hour. Terror that looks like Tartarus. Anything could happen now and would surprise me. But for this thing to take on the form of my best friend and do what it did is absolutely unforgivable.
Shadow, right? I won't show you any mercy!
Kick his ass, Yukari! That's right, Yukari's character arc has improved her beyond belief. And now I'm okay with her. But I'm still gonna shit on Junpei. Even though he had a character arc too. Okay, hold on. I don't play Yukari, so give me a minute.
Do it! Get prepared! Clear shot! Prepared!
Oh. I think I'm just thrown off because she does a little kick instead of a punch. So I'm like, ah, what's happening? I missed. Shit, just like Yukari in Persona 3. I roast, I know. Shit. Shit. Got her.
What a nerve-wracking match!
The moment my victory was decided, I hear something shatter. The red posts begin to crumble. The creature that had taken on Mitsuru Senpai's form begins to melt.
Yikes! Gross! Oh, but she really was a shadow.
I can't help but wonder at the bizarre sight. That's when Teddy comes rushing over, his footsteps making a strange squeaky sound. Thank goodness. It looks like he hadn't been hurt too badly.
Are you okay? Are you hurt at all?
Nah, but thanks. I'm just a bit ashamed of myself. I knew that was a trap, but I couldn't keep myself from getting worked up. And that wasn't even the real Mitsuru, but a shadow. It's not even funny.
When the topic of my dad came up, I lost my cool. I thought I already sorted out my feelings about him, too.
Don't feel bad. I mean, I have a keen nose, but I have to get up close and personal to sniff out the difference.
Take a shot. With that, Teddy turns to face me and his nose twitches. Huh. That must be a really elaborate costume. Or maybe it's not a costume at all. In either case, it seems that this Teddy character is in search of ability of Fuka's persona.
Really? Well, thanks. I survived thanks to you.
One must be kind to the ladies. That's the family motto of the Teddy clan.
Teddy, you're the only one of the Teddy clan.
If you say so. But you're a persona user from this town, right? I'm Yukari Takiba, a member of the Shadow Operatives. Does that mean anything to you?
Oh, you must be a friend of Michan then, Yuka-chan. So, are those clothes a uniform or something?
Yuka-chan, huh? Actually, there's a good reason why I'm dressed like this.
I can sense at least 2 reasons right around here. hello?
With sexual harassment?
Ooh, no wonder you're a hero of Justice Featherman victory. Even the cold female boss Mitchon didn't stand a chance against you.
I hear a voice that turns around and discover that the TV has somehow appeared behind us without either of us noticing. General Teddy is on the screen, like he had been while I was in the helicopter. The more I look at him, the more he looks just like Teddy standing next to me. But they're different people, right? Might even be a fake, just like the copy Mitsuru-senpai that I fought.
I know you're here, you imposter. Stop hiding and show yourself. All you did was roll on the ground. But you've got quite a cheeky mouth. But whatever. The real Mitchon's execution show is gonna start soon, you know?
Execution?
You can't miss this event. The Execution Queen is going to be executed herself. If you don't want that to happen, maybe you should stop dallying around like this and hurry to the tower where I am, Yuka-chan! Hey, hold it right there! Give Mitchon and the others back!
And just like that, General Teddy disappears from the screen. Mitsuru-senpai is going to be executed. I have to put a stop to it. I really want to find Junpei, but I might have to leave him for later.
No, we have to hurry and save her. Teddy, didn't you say that you have a keen nose?
Yep. You want me to find Mitchon with my nose, right? Well, I can't stop sneezing in this red fog, though.
Oh, so that's why you were sneezing when you got here. So, it would be helpful if you could search for her.
I'll do it. If Mitchon's in trouble, I can't rest until she's safe.
Thanks. Having you come along is really reassuring.
Wowza Bo Bowza!
Oh boy.
I've been recognized for my skills. I, Teddy, swear to be your knight from this moment forth.
Teddy salutes grandly in the middle of his speech and then sneezes loudly. I heard that Persona users of Inaba are pretty unique. They do seem a little weird, but don't necessarily mean in a bad way.
Well then, shall we get going, Sir Knight? You can tell me more about your friends, too.
I mean, honestly, Yukari's dealt with Junpei, that this is nothing new to her either.
But the next time you try something funny, I'll blast you with a hyper feather shot. Got it?
See?
Ah, you're so cruel, Yuka-chan!
Heard him more, Yukari. I decided to head towards the TARDIS-like structure with Teddy. We immediately began dashing in that direction. Sorry, Junpei. I'll have to wait a little bit longer. It's okay. Went to Junes. To be continued. And speaking of to be continued, we will do this next weekend because I need to go run some errands. Alright, we're gonna do a raid though. I believe the Fraud Crew is currently doing a 24-hour stream of the Karnoff movie. And they've been doing like different edits of it as they have it looping, so that yeah, it's a blast. I was on there for a little bit last night on chat and it was a lot of fun. So we're gonna go raid Robot Boombox and check out the Fraud Crew there. They're a good bunch of friends. Dr. Butler, friend of the channel's there, as well as Alex Alchemy. So yeah, just check it out. We're gonna go raid them, give them a raid. Everybody on the dance floor. And I'll see y'all tomorrow for Final Fantasy 12. All right, see y'all later. Bye now.